multiple lower-tiered versions, rewards for completing daily challenges, leaderboard prizes. There are a little flaws here and there, but that can be overlooked generally enjoyable game overall. Notably, GOG's publisher Immutable Labs has launched the Immutable Passport, which is aimed at solving Web3's roadblocks for adoption by offering easy onboarding and interoperability. The developers describe the idea as similar to a single sign-on system like Google, where you can use one account to sign in everywhere seamlessly. If you have been around Web3, you'll know that there's a long-standing theory that gaming will be the way to introduce the next billion users to crypto, the metaverse, and non-fungible tokens. Despite hundreds of millions of dollars pouring into the Web3 gaming and NFTs, there has yet to be a breakthrough movement. With the overall gaming industry raking in over $184 billion in revenue in 2022 and 3.2 billion players, there's a strong incentive to tap into the massive revenue and audience surrounding gaming. To date, there are few impediments to Web3 game mainstream adoption. One is the high cost of entry for some games that require NFTs to play. The Passport is a self-custodial wallet where users can sign in with just an email and one-time password. It will be a game changer for all players and radically reduce user acquisition costs. The Passport will also let users own their in-game assets and will bring fun and scalability, and it will also reduce entry costs of games. There have been some positive signs from the big brands foraying into the metaverse. We will keep you updated with these. Until then, keep watching 3.0 TV. Do not forget to share, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do press the bell icon for more such updates.
Mining Bitcoin has become more profitable activity nowadays than what it was in 2021, bringing back the usual hustle bustle associated with mining activity as well as adding smile to miners' face. Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. I am Vishakha Thakur. Bitcoin prices have gone through ups and downs during the last 3 years. After reaching its peak level in November 2021, prices of the most popular virtual digital assets slumped towards $16,000 mark by late 2022. Bitcoin mining has reached a new high in 2023, following recent strong increases. The hash rate indicates mining activity. This hash rate recently increased to nearly 400 exahashes per second. To be clear, the hash rate is expressed in hashes per second. It is a computing power measurement unit in the proof-of-work network. 1 exahash is equal to 1 trillion hashes, or 10 to the power of 18 hashes. In early 2016, the Bitcoin network achieved an exahash per second for the first time. At the end of 2022, the hash rate appeared to be trending downwards with a slight kink visible in the graph. The hash rate briefly fell below 200 exahashes per second around Christmas. The hash rate increased dramatically in the first 3 months of 2023, coinciding with, or rather led by, rise in Bitcoin prices that are up nearly 70%. As explained by Bevan, the rise in Bitcoin prices corresponds with increased institutional buying activity along with short covering and investor participation.
Yeah, I mean, there's a number of factors driving this incredible rally that we've seen so far this year. As you said, Bitcoin's climbed sort of 71% year to date. There's an element of it being oversold and some short guys getting knocked out early in Jan. But really, I think most of it's being driven by what we're seeing in the macro environment. The bank failures that we saw over the past month, and the quasi-crisis, albeit a mini-crisis it seems at the moment, in the banking sector, has really driven expectations around interest rates and what the central banks are going to do. It now looks as though central banks will be forced to kind of pare back some of these historically aggressive rate hikes that we've seen, given the risk to the banking system, the risk to a hard landing and recession. Some commentators are saying that the tightening in credit is equivalent to a 150 basis point rise in rates. So the outlook for rates seems to be softening, and with it we're seeing some decent price action in Bitcoin.
Further support to Bitcoin was provided by the launch of Ordinals NFT. In fact, the quarterly fees for Bitcoin reached their highest since Q4 2021, with the advent of Ordinals NFT-like artifacts renewing network activity. An increase in trading activity can be traced in the aggregate amount of Bitcoin held by addresses with less than 100 BTC, which has reached 40% of supply for the first time since 2011. I expect this to continue to climb with Silvergate's bankruptcy and regulatory scrutiny, making it more difficult for institutional investors to access crypto, said Lucas Altomuro, head of research into the block. With the rise in price, the possibility of hacking the blockchain is very high. However, an increased Bitcoin hash rate, which measure of the network's thermodynamic security, suggests of level of difficulty to attack the network from the outside. Many observers now believe that attacking the Bitcoin network at this hash rate is impossible. No state or company can afford this because the resources required are far too great. The increase in hash rate is still a fundamental indicator of Bitcoin's strength, which should be reflected in the Bitcoin price in the coming months and years. However, one should remember that strong Bitcoin mining activity can be a positive indicator for the network, but there is no direct correlation to the price of Bitcoin. It's important to look at a variety of indicators, including market sentiment, geopolitical events, regulatory developments, and technological advancements to assess the potential for a strong bull market. That's all in this segment. This is me, Vishakha Thakur, signing off. For more such updates, keep watching 3.0 TV. Do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. I am your host Ruchi Sharma. And in today's special segment, we are going to explore the spectacular rise of Bitcoin ordinals at a time when unfortunately Ethereum NFTs are crashing. According to Dune Analytics, the new and still very niche Bitcoin NFT market is on a tear, with the chart of new inscriptions and trading fees going parabolic. So far, according to a table published by Ordinals Global, the top 30 ranking Bitcoin NFT Ordinals collections raked up a total of more than 2,807 Bitcoin in total sales volume. This is more than $76 million at current prices. More than $5 million has been paid to miners in fees, and so far there are more than 1.6 million inscriptions. The increasing activity in the Bitcoin Ordinals NFT market looks to have come at a time when volume in the Ethereum NFT market has been dipping. Indeed, it seems to be at the point of crashing. Now let's hear from our esteemed guest and NFT artist, Mr. Ajay Purushothaman, about the ongoing tug-of-war between Bitcoin Ordinals and Ethereum NFTs. Mr. Ajay, welcome to 3.0 TV.
Hello, thank you. The NFT market is still relatively new and rapidly evolving space, and there is currently lack of clear regulation guidance for market participants. Some potential areas where regulatory guidance may be needed includes tax treatment of NFT transactions, consumer protections, intellectual property rights, And there may be need for a clarification around the use of blockchain technology in NFTs, specific movements in the Bitcoin blockchain. But yeah, it remains to be seen if the current trend will continue in the long run and whether Bitcoin ordinals will ultimately outshine Ethereum NFTs, because both asset classes have their own strengths and use cases, and the market may ultimately determine the value and demands for each.
So far this year, the Ethereum NFT market has been bolstered by significant volume on the Blur exchange marketplace, which was in turn driven by token incentives against trading volume. As the May 1st deadline for the token claims draws near, more traders are abandoning Blur. Trading volume on the marketplaces has decreased by 90% from its peak on February 22nd and as of yesterday stood at 6,509 Ether. Meanwhile, OpenSea registered around 3,000 Ether in sales. The Ethereum NFT marketplace has also been hit by a number of large companies curtailing or abandoning their NFT plans. Most notably, Meta completely shuttered its plan for Instagram integration with NFTs. Meanwhile, the hype around its up-and-coming rival is set to increase as a new category of Bitcoin NFTs has been released this month. Bitcoin stamp NFTs contrast with ordinals as they are directly stamped on the transaction rather than being a prunable part of a transaction. Coders are even recreating classical games such as Doom and Tetris as Bitcoin stamps that will be forever stored on the blockchain. Since the start of the year, Bitcoin is up 60% and Ether by 48%. The Nasdaq index is up by 16%. Meanwhile, as the volume in the Ethereum NFT market dries up, its traders seem to be exiting the market with huge losses. Well, that's it in today's special segment. We will meet again with interesting stories. This is me, Ruchi Sharma, signing off. Keep watching 3.0 TV. मैं जानती थी कि आपको हमारा ये बूट कैंप पसंद आया ही होगा. Well, we are now bringing you the second edition of boot camp from Monday onwards that will be on Ethereum development. And there's a surprise element in store for you there too. At the end of every session, we will ask you one question, and on Friday, we will announce the top 5 winners who will get exciting prizes. So please join us from Monday, and for more details, log on to our website www.3university.io. Hello and a very warm welcome. I am Ruchi Sharma. DeFi's growing popularity and rise of the Bitcoin Cash, decentralized finance or DeFi, one of the biggest subsectors in virtual digital assets, is revving up with the investor expectations. Its use cases in building applications for decentralized lending and borrowing, as well as many other financial services, is gaining popularity. There is a simultaneous increase in the cryptocurrency business as well as DeFi's popularity, which has grown quickly. In simple terms, DeFi allows people to access financial services such as borrowing and lending using cryptocurrency without needing a traditional bank. Cryptos to some extent have managed to sidestep regulatory issues. In fact, the rising regulatory oversight are emerging as blessings in disguise. The industry experienced peak value in 2021 of approximately $180 billion, which was logged in the several protocols still in use today. Terra Luna's collapse as well as implosion of FTX did impact volume and prices substantially. Recently, during the first quarter of 2023, DeFi stood out in the market recovery. DeFi trade value increased to $29.6 billion, outperforming key asset classes such as tech stocks and commodities in terms of performance. Decentralized applications are becoming more prevalent, and users' migration from centralized to decentralized exchanges is one of the key factors contributing to DeFi's popularity. Well, in recent times, we have observed a lot of volatility in the overall crypto markets and the largest cryptocurrency Bitcoin due to regulatory concerns and macroeconomic conditions. Interestingly, Bitcoin Cash is the hard fork which was created in 2017 when developers disagreed on the route Bitcoin should take to address emerging issues with the blockchain. Due to the ongoing evolution since its founding in 2017, Bitcoin Cash can also serve as a dynamic environment for the deployment of smart contracts and the development of DeFi dApps on its UTXO main chain. BCH Bull, the recently started project, enables users to open long or hedging positions on a variety of assets, including the US dollar, Bitcoin, and gold, with the aid of the Any Hedge protocol. Roger Ver, a well-known Bitcoin Cash supporter and early investor in Any Hedge, said about this use case, allowing people to permissionlessly lock the value of the Bitcoin Cash to the price of external legacy currencies in an incredibly useful tool for people who don't want to deal with cryptocurrency price volatility. The fact that each deal has a separate independent smart contract sets it apart from similar apps on Ethereum. The smart contract is initiated once two traders have reached an agreement on the terms. This eliminates centralized security risk for smart contracts. Furthermore, the UTXO-based protocol of Bitcoin Cash prevents high transaction fees and makes the chain scalable, meaning fees don't increase even if the transaction volume on the network increases. BCH Bull has been in beta since October 2022, during which time it has already generated and redeemed over 3,000 smart contracts. Its growing user base can now initiate up to 90-day-long contracts at 2 to 3x the previous contract size, enjoying the security and scalability that Bitcoin Cash offers. Although some turbulence still exists in DeFi and crypto facing a lot of challenges which the industry must address before the increase in acceptance, the trends are fueling the optimism currently and should help build the case for crypto as an alternative investment, analysts believe. That's all in this special story. This is me, Ruchi Sharma, signing off. Do like, share and subscribe to 3.2 TV and have a great day.
So last week's Ethereum's Capella upgrade, a combination of Shanghai and Capella upgrade, saw a milestone on the mainnet and unveiled some interesting and intriguing facts about the virtual digital assets space besides providing clarity on the unstaking scenario. The most awaited event since 2022 led to an improved Ethereum network and has turned in the favor of decentralized finance applications that have been benefited the most after the Capella upgrade. The Capella upgrade triggered a surge in the capital flows from the centralized exchanges to the DeFi platforms as investors seek to capitalize on the new opportunities and possibilities enabled by the upgrade. If we talk about the second largest cryptocurrency, Ethereum rallied over 10%, moving past the $2,100 levels. Ever since the launch of Capella, more than 1 million Ethereum worth $2.1 billion have been withdrawn from the beacon chain so far. Following the Capella upgrade on the Ethereum blockchain, there has been a significant change in the market share of the companies offering crypto staking services. And these participants allow customers to hold derivatives based on the Ethereum through a variety of DeFi trading, lending, and the borrowing apps. Following the update, Lido pool witnessed significant inflows, with the Flax Ether experiencing the biggest increase. If we talk about the total and the overall TVL for the Flax Ether protocol has jumped by 20% over the past week. Nonetheless, Lido witnessed a 13% surge, while the Locket pool has registered a 15% uptick. So, Henry Elder, head of the decentralized finance at the Wave Digital Assets, have said it would be a people rotating out of the centralized exchanges into a more decentralized solution. That's the word coming in. Following the Capella upgrade, the crypto exchange Kraken, which was subject to the SEC action for its staking services, saw a spike in withdrawals. So, on the contrary, Coinbase cryptocurrency exchange witnessed a $28 million more sell orders than the buy orders for Ethereum. However, crypto research platform Kaiko said the Coinbase's wrapped stake Ethereum product saw a surge in the total value logged during the same period. And the world's largest crypto exchange, Binance, is yet to open the withdrawals of the stake Ethereum on April 19. As per the data tracker Nansen, Binance is one of the largest entities awaiting Ethereum withdrawals. And if we talk about the decentralized liquid staking platform, Lido is the largest and will enable withdrawals in May itself. And it is likely to see some selling pressure in the coming weeks going forward. That's what the analysts believe. That's all there is in this special segment. Keep watching 3.0 TV for more such impact analysis. Thank you.
With 3.0 TV, stay connected with the world of blockchain. Stay up to date with infinite world of NFTs. Come explore and evolve with 3.0 TV in the metaverse.
So many coins, so much volatility. 3.0 TV delivers the news that matters.
नमस्कार, आप देख रहे हैं 3.0 टीवी। मैं हूं रुचि शर्मा। वेब 3 जगत में तेजी से उभरती ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी की क्षमताएं दिन ब दिन बढ़ती जा रही हैं। इस टेक्नोलॉजी का इस्तेमाल अब ग्लोबल डिफेंस में भी किया जा रहा है, जिससे कहा जा सकता है कि तमाम देशों की सुरक्षा व्यवस्था को अब ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी का सुरक्षा कवच मिलेगा, जिसकी बदौलत मिलिट्री डिफेंस और भी ज्यादा मजबूत होगा और उस पर हो रहे खर्चे को कम करने में मदद मिलेगी। किसी भी राष्ट्र की सेना उस देश के लिए महत्वपूर्ण संपदा होती है, क्योंकि सेना नागरिकों को ही नहीं बल्कि देश के संस्थानों की भी सुरक्षा करती है। इसीलिए इसके निर्माण और रखरखाव के लिए बड़े बजट की भी आवश्यकता होती है। इन खर्चों को आमतौर पर मिलिट्री या डिफेंस स्पेंडिंग के रूप में जाना जाता है। मिलिट्री स्पेंडिंग को लेकर ग्लोबली बात करें तो स्टॉकहोम इंटरनेशनल पीस रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट के अनुसार 2020 में टोटल वर्ल्ड मिलिट्री एक्सपेंडिचर लगभग $1.981 ट्रिलियन था। वहीं 2021 में ये बढ़कर $2.1 ट्रिलियन हुआ, जो 2024 तक $5 ट्रिलियन तक बढ़ने की उम्मीद जताई जा रही है। स्टॉकहोम इंटरनेशनल पीस रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट से जारी 2022 की फैक्ट शीट पर अगर नजर डाली जाए तो महज यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स में मिलिट्री पर $801 बिलियन का खर्च हुआ है, जो अब तक का हाईएस्ट एक्सपेंडिचर माना जा रहा है। इन एक्सपेंडिचर में डिफेंस विभाग की सभी नियमित गतिविधियां, वॉर एक्सपेंसेस, न्यूक्लियर वेपन्स प्रोग्राम, इंटरनेशनल मिलिट्री एड और अन्य पेंटागन रिलेटेड एक्सपेंसेस भी शामिल हैं। वहीं चाइना में $293 बिलियन खर्च हुए हैं, जिसे सेकेंड लार्जेस्ट एक्सपेंडिचर माना जाता है। भारत की बात करें तो मिलिट्री पर $76.6 बिलियन खर्च किए गए हैं। आइए देखते हैं, अगर ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी को मिलिट्री डिफेंस में लाया जाए तो किस तरह से ये इंडस्ट्री ज्यादा सुरक्षित हो सकती है। अमेरिका और अन्य नाटो कंट्रीज से लेकर रशिया और चाइना के उनके मिलिट्री राइवल्स तक कई ग्लोबल कंट्रीज अपनी सेनाओं में ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी को लागू करने में रुचि ले रही हैं, ताकि उन्हें और अधिक कुशल और सुरक्षित बनाया जा सके। नाटो यूरोप और नॉर्थ अमेरिका के 30 कंट्रीज का एक ग्रुप है जो अपने मेंबर्स और टेरिटरी की रक्षा के लिए काम करता है। इंडियन आर्मी चीफ जनरल MM नरवणे भी ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी को लेकर काफी पॉजिटिव हैं। उन्होंने कहा है कि हम भविष्य में ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी की तरह डायरेक्ट एनर्जी वेपन्स का उपयोग करने पर विचार कर रहे हैं। हम डायनामिक रिस्पॉन्स पर भी ध्यान केंद्रित कर रहे हैं। हम वेस्टर्न और नॉर्दर्न बॉर्डर्स पर अपनी कैपेसिटीज को रिफाइन कर रहे हैं। हम दोनों काइनेटिक और नॉन काइनेटिक मेथड्स का विकास कर रहे हैं। आइए देखते हैं ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी के माध्यम से एक मॉडर्न मिलिट्री फोर्स को किस तरह की चीजों से बेनिफिट किया जा सकता है। टेररिस्ट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस या एनिमी नेशंस द्वारा भेजे गए साइबर क्रिमिनल्स के माध्यम से हो रहे ऑनलाइन अटैक्स का मुकाबला करना, एनिमी से न्यूक्लियर डेटरेंस जैसे महत्वपूर्ण वेपन सिस्टम का बचाव करना, ग्लोबल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स में कमांड और इंटेलिजेंस को वैलिडेट करना, मिलिट्री लॉजिस्टिक्स और सप्लाई चेन को मैनेज करना। अगर ब्लॉकचेन जैसी टेक्नोलॉजी को इस्तेमाल नहीं किया जाए तो जैसे जैसे मॉडर्न वॉरफेयर भविष्य में आगे बढ़ेगा, मिलिट्री लॉजिस्टिक्स और सप्लाई चेन्स की मैनेजमेंट एक चिंता का विषय बन सकता है। उदाहरण के लिए 3D प्रिंटर को ही ले लीजिए। भविष्य में अमेरिकी मिलिट्री अपने सैनिकों के लिए 3D प्रिंटर देने की योजना बना रही है, जिससे क्षेत्र में विमानों और टैंक्स के लिए स्पेयर पार्ट्स का निर्माण किया जा सकता है। यदि इन 3D प्रिंटर्स को दुश्मन द्वारा हैक किया जाता है तो वो न केवल बेकार हो जाएंगे, बल्कि दुश्मन को अमेरिकी सेना के टैंक्स, विमान और अन्य उपकरणों के स्पेसिफिकेशन तक की पहुंच प्राप्त होगी। ऐसे में इसकी सुरक्षा को लेकर बहुत बड़ा सवाल खड़ा हो सकता है। इसीलिए ब्लॉकचेन इन समस्याओं का एक बहुत अच्छा समाधान हो सकता है। इसी के मद्देनजर मिलिट्री सप्लाई चेन को अगर ब्लॉकचेन पर होस्ट किया जाए तो दुश्मन हैकर सिर्फ एक कंप्यूटर के माध्यम से इस पर अटैक नहीं कर पाएगा, बल्कि उसे पूरे नेटवर्क को खत्म करना होगा, जो हैकर के लिए एक बहुत बड़ा टास्क होगा और जिसमें अनगिनत रिसोर्सेज और काफी समय लग सकता है। इस तरह से मिलिट्री सप्लाई चेन को सुरक्षित रखा जा सकता है। इसलिए इसमें कोई शक नहीं है कि अन्य सेक्टर्स की तरह ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी अब वैश्विक स्तर पर हर देश को अधिक स्वस्थ और सुरक्षित रखने में अहम भूमिका निभाएगी। इस खास स्टोरी में फिलहाल इतना ही। वेब3 की दुनिया से तमाम बड़ी खबरें और लेटेस्ट अपडेट्स हम आपके लिए लाते रहेंगे। फिलहाल मुझे यानी रुचि शर्मा को दीजिए इजाजत और आप देखते रहिए 3.2 टीवी।
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
You've spoken out saying that AI could manipulate or possibly figure out a way to kill humans. How could it kill humans?
Well, eventually, if it gets to be much smarter than us, it'll be very good at manipulation because it will have learned that from us. And there are very few examples of a more intelligent thing being controlled by a less intelligent thing. And it knows how to program, so it'll figure out ways of getting around restrictions we put on it. It'll figure out ways of manipulating people to do what it wants.
Perhaps more dangerous than, say, mismanaged aircraft design for production maintenance or bad car production, in the sense that it has the potential, however small one may regard that probability, but it is non-trivial. It has the potential of civilizational destruction.
Hello and welcome to 3.2 TV. I am Vishakha Thakur. With Geoffrey Hinton, the 75-year-old British expatriate who spent his lifetime into developing artificial intelligence and its systems, quitting Google and himself turning against his very own invention, saying that it is no less than a threat to mankind. The question that has hit global policymakers in the face is artificial intelligence the boon or bane for humanity? Is AI the next frontier of synergy between man and machine? Or is it an Armageddon waiting to eradicate the very existence of mankind from our blue little planet? Why does the AI explosion sound like the detonation of first atom bomb by Oppenheimer? Is it like holding the heat of a blazing sun into the palms of human beings, too hot and fiery to be handled by humans? While the young and old alike the world over are smitten with AI, and more so with its innovative offspring, ChatGPT, more and more learned people are lending a word of caution. physicist Stephen Hawking and Windows wizard Bill Gates have already spelled the possible dangers of AI. Space enthusiast tech czar Elon Musk has already said that AI could be the biggest risk to civilization, which can be more dangerous than nukes, and envisions an apocalypse like the one in sci-fi movie Terminator. ChatGPT is a large language model created by OpenAI, released on November 30, 2022. It is built on top of OpenAI's GPT 3.5 and GPT-4 foundational large language models. This model is believed to have been fed information and data analytics which will take a normal human being at least 20,000 years, even if he reads it 24/7 and is able to make sense of it. No wonder initially some perceived it to be panacea for all evils. It is turning out to be exactly the opposite. In 2019, OpenAI raised $1 billion from Microsoft and currently has a valuation of $20 billion. Since its release, ChatGPT has become an internet phenomenon. In just 5 days, it crossed 1 million users. In comparison, it took Netflix 41 months, Facebook 10 months, and Instagram 2.5 months. Since chatbot is owned by Microsoft, rival Google is about to launch its own AI chatbot named Bard, and these tools are already causing disruption. And this tech war is feared to consume the very people for whom they have been designed: humans. Although AI has been around for quite some time, the reason why global leaders are suddenly getting wary of it is the chatbot called ChatGPT that is powered by AI. So what exactly is this ChatGPT that is feared to go on erasing millions of jobs across the globe in no time soon, ranging from creative writing to coding, from simple accounting to professional counseling? As it is, AI or no AI, global unemployment is projected to reach 208 million people in 2023, with an unemployment rate of 5.8%. With rising global population that was till recently being seen as a human resource asset and a business-friendly consumer base, these figures are scary enough. According to an alarming report by McKinsey, AI is likely to wipe off 800 million jobs globally by 2030, and it will alter the roles of another 275 million skilled workforce. A Goldman Sachs report also says that AI would replace the equivalent of 300 million full-time jobs in future. Recently, IBM CEO Arvind Krishna forecast that in coming months, as much as 30% of its workforce would be out of jobs because of AI. And this could just be an ominous sign of the things to come.
This technology comes with a humongous power, okay? And how to control this kind of a technology. So bringing some kind of a regulatory framework or some kind of regulations to control the adverse nature of this kind of technology. So if you take the example of nuclear, right? Nuclear, at one hand, it is revolutionizing the humanity in different way, providing energy for us. But at the same time, it has got that destructive power. And the same goes for artificial intelligence. It is like a double-edged sword. Okay, it can cut from both the sides.
So is AI like the Skynet of Terminator, which becomes sentient and super intelligent that one day it decides to eradicate its creators, the humans? This is exactly what has made world leaders sit up and take note of it. Russia and China have already banned ChatGPT, and whereas several other countries in the European Union, besides UK, have raised grave concerns about AI claiming that ChatGPT did not comply with European General Data Protection Regulation. Why? That's because AI and ChatGPT have generated fears that are not exactly unfounded. Some feel AI apocalypse, asking whether this ends with the robots destroying us all. But the fact is, there are other, much more immediate dangers that we really need to start talking about, because the potential and the peril here are huge. Let's start with the fact that you have probably been using some form of AI for a while now, sometimes without even realizing it. As experts have told us, once technology gets embedded in our daily lives, we tend to stop thinking of it as AI. But your phone uses it for face recognition or predictive texts. And if you are watching this show on a smart TV or on mobile phone, it is using AI to recommend content or adjust the picture. And some AI programs may already be making decisions that have a huge impact on your life. What if one day we develop autonomous weapons such as drones and military robots? It would raise concerns about accountability and the use of force if a weapon operates autonomously. These are some serious repercussions, and we need some serious regulations in place to make sure advent of AI does not lead to economic disruption and human extinction. There is, of course, the bright side of AI, and healthcare is obviously the most important part of it. AI is used to detect certain health hazards much earlier. For example, voice changes can be an early indicator of Parkinson's. Scientists are recording people's voices and feeding them to algorithms to detect differences in voice patterns and diagnosing the disease much earlier than humans can do. Researchers have also trained AI to predict the shape of protein structures, a normally extremely time-consuming process that computers can do way faster. This could not only speed up our understanding of diseases, but also the development of new drugs.
Every technology has its own advantages and disadvantages. AI definitely has a lot of advantages. We have seen how AI has positively impacted businesses in the area of superior customer experience, improving employee productivity, getting higher efficiencies, and so on. AI also has its negatives. We have seen how some of the jobs have been impacted. We've also seen how certain repetitive and manual tasks can actually be automated, and that has made a lot of jobs redundant. It is actually the judicious use of AI which is very, very important. One needs to make sure that we do not have any biases in the AI algorithms. We need to follow proper ethics. A very good governance framework is really needed for AI to work, and that way it ensures that the overall business and society at large is positively impacted.
But the cons perhaps far outweigh the pros, and hence, many countries in the European Union are developing rules regarding AI that sort its potential uses from high risk to low. High-risk systems could include those that deal with employment or public services, or those that put the life and health of citizens at risk. And AI of these types would be subject to strict obligations before they could be put onto the market. Governments across the globe have been quick to realize that unless they are quick and careful, AI could end up wiping off the underprivileged, create a huge ecological imbalance amongst mankind, nature, and its habitat, causing global chaos. We just hope that in our zest for technological advancements, we don't end up harming ourselves. If mankind has the vision to come up with innovative tools like AI that can aid human life at large, then it better have the foresight to not indulge in a self-destructive endeavor. As they say, forewarned is forearmed. That's all in this story. This is me, Vishakha Thakur, signing off. For more such updates, keep watching 3.0 TV. Do like, share and subscribe to our channel. मैं जानती थी कि आपको हमारा ये बूट कैंप पसंद आया ही होगा Well, we are now bringing you the second edition of Bootcamp from Monday onwards that will be on Ethereum development. And there's a surprise element in store for you there too. At the end of every session, we will ask you one question, and on Friday, we will announce the top 5 winners who will get exciting prizes. So please join us from Monday, and for more details, log on to our website www.3university.io.
Hello and a very warm welcome. I am Ruchi Sharma. Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency by market cap, has seen record daily transactions led by surging interest in ordinals, a protocol that widens the blockchain use case. According to BitInfo charts, the total number of daily transactions jumped to 682,300 on Monday after having hit a high of 568,300 in the previous day. This was nearly 78,000 more than its former peak during the bull market of 2017, as per Blockworks. Bitcoin draws the status as the oldest, most established and most decentralized protocol, and from a surprising new opportunity to harness that. Surge in Bitcoin can be attributed to buying interest after prices having slumped to as low as $16,000 last November. Simultaneously, the derivative expiry also triggered short covering. As a result, BTC prices rallied higher. This year, prices have increased by 80%. The support was also generated from various US bank implosions and growing adoption of the cryptocurrency sector. Bitcoin gained a lot of traction. Bitcoin, being a layer 1 solution, has seen interest from various users in the NFT sector as well. Bitcoin community introduced the Bitcoin Ordinals, expanding Bitcoin to the global world of NFTs. Ordinals protocol enables users to inscribe references to digital art into small transactions on the Bitcoin blockchain, essentially creating Bitcoin-based non-fungible tokens. According to a Dune Analytics report, the total fees paid for ordinal inscriptions topped 272 BTC, around $7.6 million earlier this week. Over 372,000 inscriptions were created on the Bitcoin network, which has contributed to increased Bitcoin transactions as well as daily network fees hitting 23 BTC, or around $656,000 in the beginning of the week. The BRC20 token standard enabled the Bitcoin network to create tokens and meme currencies, opening the door for over 1 million additional inscriptions to be added to the over 2.5 million previously present inscriptions in less than a week. Using the Ordinals protocol, BRC20, also known as the Bitcoin Request for Comment number 20, made it possible to create fungible tokens, sparking a renewed interest in creating NFT-like assets on the Bitcoin blockchain. The Bitcoin blockchain benefits from high fees because they reward miners, prioritize valuable transactions while improving its network security. It may be beneficial for miners and the security of the network to flood the Bitcoin blockchain with JPEGs and send fees. However, it raises the cost of network transactions. Analysts believe that Ordinals-driven resurgence in development and the expansion will reflect in the increased total value transacted and secured over the Bitcoin blockchain should drive up its price. Bitcoin Ordinals' increased adoption has demonstrated a new high-value use case for the longest-running cryptocurrency chain. That's all in the story for now. This is me, Ruchi Sharma, signing off. Do like, share and subscribe to 3.0 TV and have a great day.
I had a hectic meeting yesterday. As soon as I came out of the meeting, I was just scrolling through memes. I noticed there are a lot of people who put obbies and big toy guns to attack their friends. So I googled, I thought I'll buy the gun along with the obbies. Later realized I have a bunch of guns which I buy but I anyways don't use them. So I thought, why waste when I can play shooting games for free? Fir kya? What other than Shrapnel? Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. I am your host Shikha Singh. Shrapnel is a first-person shooter featuring a mission-based gameplay in which players join the war zone as operators for one several teams tasked with collecting and extracting important materials. However, other operators are vying for the same resources, resulting in a high-stakes environment that encourages risk-taking and rewards player skill. When a player dies, equipment in the form of NFTs is lost and can be plundered by other players. In addition, players can collect the enigmatic compound Sigma. They must then fight their way to one of the extraction points and survive long enough to flee with the treasure. Shrapnel is built entirely on user-generated material. Tournaments and NFTs formed by players are instances of this. Players can even design their own unique vanity items to sell to other players. They will own land and seek to broaden the possibilities for creation to include player-created maps and map elements. They plan to launch their own token, Shrap. Players will be able to stake Shrap on their preferred maps and earn prizes from games played on those maps. Meanwhile, maps that are hated will be demotivated to lower price tiers. Shrapnel has a realistic and cinematic appearance. The game takes place in 2044 on a future Earth where crashing meteors are prevalent. Pervasive steam, ambient neon lights and other aesthetic aspects give the game the appearance of being developed by a filmmaker. Fall damage is significant in Shrapnel and your stamina is limited, so you can't run indefinitely. There is some strategy to be had here, both in terms of character loadouts and playstyles. You can choose to play aggressively or stealthily. Your bodily injuries are segregated by area and are indicated by a helpful icon in the bottom left corner next to your stamina bar, which steadily regenerates over time. You can also pick up medikits, and the lack of an on-screen time meter for healing while fighting gives Shrapnel a more realistic, albeit somewhat stressful feel. Furthermore, the Web3 game sector is expanding on blockchain networks like Avalanche, Solana, Polygon, and the recently established Sui. Chia, the revolutionary storage-based blockchain network, is not on that list, but that may change shortly. Chia Network, which just announced its intention to go public, introduced the Chia Open Digital Economy platform last week, which is infrastructure and software meant to support an open metaverse of games and applications that employ interoperable materials. Along with that initiative, Chia will introduce a proof of concept trading card game dubbed Chia TCG on May 19th, which will support all NFTs now available on Chia and convert them into playable cards. Chia intends to produce a white paper and finalize technology to enable interoperability across future games by the end of the year, as well as create an abstraction layer that will make it easier for developers to construct games on top of the blockchain. However, Ethereum NFT-based trading card games like Gods Unchained and Skyweaver have been available for years, and several of their aforementioned blockchain networks have a large number of live games, with many more in the pipeline. Given that it only began to take shape last year, Chia's NFT market is substantially smaller than platforms like Ethereum and Solana. Chia is beginning well behind the pack, in fact, far behind the pack. SAO, on the other hand, believes that the infrastructure will appeal to developers and that the network will be able to unlock actual capability based on the interoperability assumption, which has mainly been a pipe dream in Web3 gaming to date. It may simply take some time to arrive. That's it in today's special segment. We will keep you updated with more such updates. Until then, keep watching 3.0 TV. Do press the bell icon for more such updates. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. I'm your host Vishaka Thakur. And in today's special segment, we will see how regulators across the globe are moving closer to crypto regulation on the back of the fall of FTX and prolonged crypto winter last year. The first major regulatory update comes from the European Union. The recent approval of regulation on markets in crypto assets by the European Parliament marks a significant milestone in the regulation of crypto assets industry in Europe and beyond. The regulation also stands out as the world's first legislation of its kind and sets a precedent for other legislations around the world to follow. There is big news from the future crypto hub of Asia, Hong Kong too. From June 1, Hong Kong plans to start a new licensing regime for crypto service providers, thereby allowing investors to trade major cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. As Hong Kong gears up for becoming the crypto hub of Asia, regulators have issued a warning that crypto firms should not expect any additional favors or leniency in the regulatory approach. Additionally, Hong Kong regulators are also working on introducing a licensing regime for stablecoins due by 2023 to 2024. With this legislative framework, we expect more transparency in Hong Kong's regulatory framework.
I think we should cast the net wider. It's not just crypto, but I think virtual asset. And similar to many things in the world, there are two sides to it. On the one hand, there are positive sides to it. In terms of the underlying technology, you talk about blockchain, where without intermediaries, the process of transmission or payment is actually seamless. So in that regard, there's a reduction in transaction cost in terms of many things that we do, not just in the financial world, but also in the trade world or in other areas of the economy. So on the other hand, because of the anonymous nature of these transactions, they are susceptible to money laundering or terrorist financing. And if you actually look around the world, many different jurisdictions are looking to see how they can strike the right balance in terms of extracting the positive sides to it, while at the same time minimizing the negative impact. Because after all, virtual assets, I'm sure all of you agree that it's going to stay. It's just how we should regulate it and also how we can make the regulation better.
The US, however, still lacks regulatory clarity, but states like New York and Montana rolling up their sleeves to strengthen crypto regulation. New York Attorney General Letitia James has already proposed landmark legislation to tighten regulations on cryptocurrency to protect investors, consumers, and the economy. The bill, dubbed Crypto Regulation Protection, Transparency and Oversight Act, would require independent public audits of cryptocurrency exchanges and prevent individuals from owning the same companies such as brokerages and tokens to stop conflicts of interest. The bill would also boost investor protection by enacting and codifying Know Your Customer provisions and banning the use of term stablecoin to describe or market digital assets unless they are backed 1:1 with US currency or high-quality liquid assets as defined in federal regulations. As far as Montana is concerned, miners out there are relieved now that the government has brought in a law preventing local authorities from issuing discriminatory regulations against them. Montana's broad-based right to mine bill encompasses sectors such as energy, local government taxation, besides touching on digital currency taxation when used as a means of payment, a move hailed across the local industry. The law bears a striking similarity to legislation passed by Arkansas that grants digital asset miners the same rights as data centers. In India, the Reserve Bank of India and the Bank for International Settlements have announced the start of 2023 iteration of G20 Tech Sprint to find innovative solutions for cross-border financial transactions. The core focus of the competition is the trio of foreign exchange liquidity, anti-money laundering actions, and central bank digital currencies with cross-border functionalities. Applications for Tech Sprint will run until June 4. with participants expected to submit solutions to one of the 3 areas of interest. A pool of experts will review the submitted applications and contact applicants with innovative solutions by June 30. Shortlisted finalists will receive $10,000, while winners in each of the 3 main areas of interest will receive up to $50,000 each. This apart, the shortlisted participants will have a deep pool of experts to offer technical assistance in fleshing out their solutions. The official document suggests participants will have the opportunity to interact and work with Indian authorities involved in regulating cross-border payments. Well, that's all in today's special segment. We will meet again. Till then, keep watching 3.0 TV. And do like and share our videos and subscribe to our channel. This is me, Vishakha Thakur, signing off. With 3.0 TV, stay connected with the world of blockchain. Stay up to date with infinite world of NFTs. Come explore and evolve with 3.0 TV in the metaverse.
So many coins, so much volatility. 3.0 TV delivers the news that matters.
Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. I am your host Ruchi Sharma, and today's special segment is about the rise of crypto adoption across the globe. We know that after the massive banking turmoil following the collapse of major banks like Silvergate, Silicon Valley Bank, Signature Bank, First Republic and Credit Suisse, global investors started looking at digital assets as an alternative to the traditional banking system. Bitcoin has risen 40% on the back of the banking crisis, bringing Bitcoin's rally to almost 70% so far this year. Now it seems the global banking crisis has rekindled the interest of governments and policymakers, who now seem to be cozying up to the virtual currencies at last. Out there in China, a court of law has recognized crypto as a virtual asset. The Shanghai High People's Court has given a ruling that Bitcoin comes in the category of a virtual asset, and despite the cryptocurrency trading ban, comes under the protection of the Chinese law. The court also stated in its ruling that Bitcoin possessed economic worth. The court's official WeChat channel posted a notice last week. In the actual trial practice, the People's Court has formed a unified opinion on the legal position of Bitcoin and identified it as virtual property. The message further reiterated Bitcoin's status as an asset which has a certain economic value and conforms to the property's attributes. The legal rules of property rights are applied for protection. The development marks the first time a higher court has issued a favorable ruling in a Bitcoin case in China. There are positive signs on crypto adoption starting from the United States too. Bitcoin will be on the spotlight once again as Robert F. Kennedy Jr. chooses a cryptocurrency conference in Miami as the venue for his first public appearance as a US presidential candidate. At the conference, one of the most prominent topics of conversation that attendees are anticipating will be Bitcoin. Kennedy has been a vocal proponent of the industry, and his attendance at the event is crucial since it provides him with the opportunity to engage in conversation with a sizable segment of the voting population. It was a clear move on Kennedy's part to agree to deliver a lecture at the Bitcoin 2023 conference because it gives him the opportunity to hobnob with a substantial segment of his supporters and perhaps new ones. Liechtenstein, a small European country, has said yes to Bitcoin. The Prime Minister of Liechtenstein, Daniel Risch, has said he wants citizens to be able to pay for government services with Bitcoin. In a recent interview, Prime Minister Risch said that a Bitcoin payment option is coming. He went on to describe how the European microstate intends to accept payment for government services in Bitcoin. It will then immediately exchange them for Swiss francs, the national currency. A similar approach to Bitcoin payments has been used by the Swiss communities Zug and Lugano. There, local authorities have moved to make Bitcoin payments legal for the payment of certain taxes and public service expenses. And last but not the least, the first update is from India's northern state of Uttar Pradesh. Students in Uttar Pradesh's government schools will now learn about cryptocurrencies, drone technology and cutting-edge advances in information technology. For class 11 students, the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, augmented and virtual reality, 3D printing and cloud computing have been introduced. The Uttar Pradesh Madhyamik Shiksha Parishad, based in Prayagraj, the new name of the erstwhile Allahabad, has revised the syllabus for classes 9th to 12th in accordance with the National Education Policy 2020 and posted it on its official website, according to Board Secretary Divyakant Shukla. The curriculum for computer learning taught in more than 28,000 schools of the UP board is decided by subject experts of the board and not what is prescribed by the National Council of Education Research and Training, board officials said while confirming the development. Well, that's it in today's special segment. We will meet again with more interesting updates. Till then, keep watching 3.2 TV.
नमस्कार, मैं विशाखा ठाकुर। स्वागत है आप सभी का 3.0 टीवी में। फिडेलिटी इन्वेस्टमेंट्स इन्वेस्टर्स के लिए फाइनेंशियल एजुकेशन में सुधार के उद्देश्य से डिजिटल अनुभवों के साथ मेटावर्स में अपना विस्तार करने की कोशिश कर रही है। फर्म ने अनाउंस किया है कि वह पैनकेक एम्पायर टावर टाइकून को ऑनलाइन गेम प्लेटफॉर्म रोब्लॉक्स के साथ साथ डिसेंट्रलैंड में ब्लूमोरामा लॉन्च करेगी। ब्लूमोरामा एक इमर्सिव मेटावर्स एक्स्ट्रावेगेंजा है जिसमें वेरिएबल्स, कस्टमर इमोट्स, माइंडफुल म्यूजिक, एक्शनेबल फाइनेंशियल टिप्स के साथ गेमिफाइड क्वेस्ट का कॉम्बिनेशन है और एक फिडेलिटी ब्लूम सेव अकाउंट में बड़ी रकम जीतने का मौका है। ब्लूमोरामा को विजिट करने वाले डिसेंट्रलैंड के यूजर्स क्विज़ेस को कंप्लीट करते हुए सेविंग, स्पेंडिंग और इन्वेस्टमेंट एडवाइस प्राप्त करने के लिए हेज लेबिरिंथ को एक्सप्लोर करेंगे। एक पावर पेटल सूट, बेबीज बूस्ट पैक, बेबी शेड्स और ब्लूमोविजन सभी यूजर्स के लिए उपलब्ध हैं। जो लोग ब्लूमोरामा में एक्टिविटीज को पूरा करते हैं वो फिडेलिटी ब्लूम के जरिए $25,000 जीत सकते हैं। ये एक फाइनेंशियल प्रोग्राम है जो यूजर्स को अपनी सेविंग्स करने में मदद करता है। दोनों डेब्यू पिछले साल डिसेंट्रलैंड में कंपनी के फिडेलिटी स्टेक के निर्माण के बाद हुए, जिसमें एक डांस फ्लोर और एक रूफटॉप गार्डन शामिल था। ये एक्सपीरियंस उसी समय शुरू हुआ जब फिडेलिटी ने क्रिप्टो बिजनेस और मेटावर्स पर केंद्रित 2 ETFs लॉन्च किए। फिडेलिटी इन्वेस्टमेंट के पास 2022 के अंत तक एसेट्स अंडर मैनेजमेंट में $10 ट्रिलियन से अधिक थे, जिसने पिछले साल के अंत में कई प्रकार की मेटावर्स सर्विसेज के लिए ट्रेडमार्क एप्लीकेशंस भी सबमिट किए। डॉक्यूमेंट्स में NFT मार्केटप्लेस के लिए प्लान्स भी शामिल हैं। हालांकि ट्रेडमार्क फाइलिंग के बारे में बात करना अभी जल्दबाजी होगी। एक फिडेलिटी प्रवक्ता ने बताया कि वे मीटिंग कस्टमर्स वेयर दे आर के कंपनी के चल रहे कंटिन्यूअस फोकस को हाईलाइट करते हैं। फरवरी 2022 में JP मॉर्गन ने डिसेंट्रलैंड में एक वर्चुअल लाउंज खोला। बैंक ने उस समय जारी किए गए एक रिसर्च में मेटावर्स की एनुअल इनकम अपॉर्चुनिटी $1 ट्रिलियन से अधिक होने का आकलन किया। उसी के अगले महीने Thailand-based Siam Commercial Bank और London-based financial services giant HSBC ने सैंडबॉक्स मेटावर्स में वर्चुअल रियल एस्टेट खरीदा। उसी के साथ सिटी बैंक के एक्सपर्ट्स ने भी प्रेडिक्ट किया था कि मार्च 2023 में वेब3 इकोनॉमी 2030 तक $8 ट्रिलियन और $13 ट्रिलियन के बीच होगी। फिर भी मेटावर्स अपनी प्रारंभिक अवस्था में है। मेटावर्स की इकोनॉमी और कितनी बूम करेगी, कॉर्पोरेट्स उन्हें कितना अडॉप्ट करेंगे, ये तो आने वाला वक्त ही बताएगा। खैर, आज के लिए इस खास सेगमेंट में बस इतना ही। हम फिर मिलेंगे, तब तक देखते रहिए 3.0 टीवी। मैं विशाखा आपसे फिर मिलूंगी ऐसी ही ताजा अपडेट्स के साथ।
नमस्कार, मैं आपकी होस्ट रोशनी शिंगरे। 3.0 टीवी में आप सभी का स्वागत है। क्रिप्टो रेगुलेशन की अगर बात करें तो ये एक अहम मुद्दा बन गया है, चाहे इंडिया हो, यूएस हो या यूरोपियन यूनियन। पर हांगकांग भी अब इस रेस में पीछे नहीं है। हांगकांग सिक्योरिटीज फ्यूचर कमीशन मई में क्रिप्टो करेंसी एक्सचेंज लाइसेंसिंग के लिए गाइडलाइंस जारी करने के लिए तैयार है और 1 जून से रिटेल इन्वेस्टर्स को ट्रेडिंग सर्विसेज का समर्थन करने के लिए आगे बढ़ रहा है। ब्लूमबर्ग के अनुसार इस योजना की पुष्टि एसएफसी के सीईओ जूलिया लियोंग ने की थी। उन्होंने खुलासा किया कि 150 से अधिक इंटरेस्टेड पार्टीज ने लाइसेंसिंग रेजिम पर कंसल्टेशन प्रोसेस के दौरान फीडबैक प्रोवाइड किया है। अपकमिंग गाइडलाइंस में दूसरे कंसिडरेशंस के साथ साथ एंटी मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग और नो योर क्लाइंट मेजर्स के लिए रेगुलेटरी रिक्वायरमेंट्स शामिल होंगी। एसएफसी की 20 फरवरी की रिपोर्ट में भी इन फैक्टर्स को हाईलाइट किया गया है जो वर्चुअल एसेट को रेगुलेट करने के लिए महत्वपूर्ण है। जबकि ज्यादातर संभावित वर्चुअल एसेट सर्विस प्रोवाइडर लाइसेंसीज अभी भी पुष्टि की प्रतीक्षा कर रहे हैं और साथ ही कुछ ट्रेडिंग प्लेटफॉर्म पहले ही एसएफसी से लाइसेंस प्राप्त कर चुके हैं। रॉयटर्स के अनुसार उनमें से ओएसएल और हैश के ग्रुप भी शामिल है। हालांकि प्रमुख क्रिप्टो हब बनने की एम्बिशंस के बीच सभी ट्रेडिंग प्लेटफॉर्म हांगकांग में रहने का विकल्प अब तक नहीं चुना है। बिटगेट, जिसने रिजर्व एसेट्स में $1.4 ट्रिलियन होने का दावा किया है, उसने 24 अप्रैल को घोषणा की जब वीएएसपी रेजिम 1 जून को प्रभावी होगा तो वो अपने हांगकांग के कस्टमर्स को सर्विस ऑफर करना बंद कर देगा। इस शॉकिंग न्यूज के बावजूद लाइसेंसिंग गाइडलाइंस के जारी होने से हांगकांग क्रिप्टो मार्केट में और क्लैरिटी और रेगुलेशंस लाने की उम्मीद जताई जा रही है और साथ ही संचालन के लिए लेजिटिमेट ट्रेडिंग प्लेटफॉर्म्स के लिए एक फ्रेमवर्क भी प्रोवाइड किया जाएगा। ये इस सेक्टर में इन्वेस्टर्स के विश्वास को बढ़ावा देने में भी मदद कर सकता है। डिजिटल एसेट्स और ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी के लिए खुद को एक लीडिंग हब के रूप में स्थापित करने के लिए शहर के व्यापक प्रयासों का समर्थन करने के लिए भी तैयार है। नवंबर 2018 में डिजिटल एसेट फंड मैनेजरों पर गाइडेंस इशू करने के लिए हांगकांग ने पहले से ही इस क्षेत्र में महत्वपूर्ण प्रगति की है। इसके सिक्योरिटीज और फ्यूचर्स कमीशन पहले रेगुलेटर्स में से एक बन गया है। सिटी ने कई हाई प्रोफाइल क्रिप्टो इवेंट्स को होस्ट किया है। बता दें कि हाल के वर्षों में टोकन 2049 कॉन्फ्रेंस सहित दुनिया भर के ब्लॉकचेन इंडस्ट्री लीडर्स को आकर्षित कर रहा है। हालांकि इस प्रोग्रेस के बावजूद हांगकांग अभी भी सिंगापुर और स्विट्जरलैंड जैसे अन्य ग्लोबल क्रिप्टो हब से कड़ी प्रतिस्पर्धा का सामना कर रहा है। क्रिप्टो ट्रेडिंग प्लेटफॉर्म के लिए क्लियर लाइसेंसिंग गाइडलाइंस और रेगुलेटरी रिक्वायरमेंट्स को शुरू करके एसएफसी हांगकांग को इस तेजी से कॉम्पिटिटिव फील्ड में अपनी स्थिति को मजबूत करने में मदद कर सकता है। तो आज के इस खास सेगमेंट में बस इतना ही। ऐसी और अपडेट्स के लिए देखते रहिए 3.0 टीवी।
Hello and a very warm welcome. I am Ruchi Sharma.
The total value of assets logged in liquid staking derivatives protocol rose to $17.47 billion, making it the largest DeFi category according to DeFi Llama data. The trend underlines massive increase in adoption of liquid staking witnessed in 2022 following the boom of decentralized finance opportunities. Liquid staking protocols enables users to earn staking rewards while providing them liquidity for other crypto-based activities. Examples of this protocol include Lido, Rocket Pool, Frax Ether, etc. TVL is a matrix that measures the dollar value of all cryptocurrencies locked within a protocol's smart contracts. Liquid staking protocols have taken the top shot. According to reports, on April 13th, there were only $17.19 billion in crypto logged in liquid staking contracts, while $18.89 billion logged in DEXs. However, DEXs have seen a $1.66 billion decline to $17.2 billion, while liquid staking solutions have seen a $280 million increase to $17.47 billion, giving them the top spot. Earlier this year, liquid staking protocols overtook lending protocols to become the second largest DeFi category. Post the Shapela upgrade, liquid staking protocols attracted enormous interest from users and investors in the staking scenario. The top 10 liquid staking solutions have experienced an average TVL increase of 10% since the Shapela upgrade last month. According to data from blockchain analytical firm Nansen, reports revealed that more Ethereum is being deposited than it is being withdrawn since the upgrade. Between April 13th and May 1st, TVL on decentralized exchanges fell by $1.66 billion. Meanwhile, TVL rose by $280 million on liquid staking protocols. According to statistics from crypto analytics portal DeFi Llama, liquid staking solutions like Lido and Rocket Pool currently have more total value locked than decentralized exchanges, making them the top category among DeFi protocols. Staking pools that stake cryptocurrency on behalf of users are known as liquid staking mechanisms. These protocols also issue tokens to users that represent the person's deposited crypto. Because these tokens enable usage in DeFi apps, liquid staking protocols allows users to stake their tokens as well as use them in other applications. According to data from DeFi Llama, on May 1st, Lido stands at the top position in liquid staking protocol with $11.54 billion of cryptocurrency logged inside its contracts. On the contrary, Coinbase wrapped staked Ether is at the second spot with $2.19 billion locked, and Rocket Pool is third with $1.46 billion. However, the remaining protocols constitute for less than $1 billion of TVL, each adding up to $2.22 billion collectively. Interestingly, Lido was the first liquid staking protocol which was launched in 2020. To be precise, liquid staking has become more popular as Ethereum moved to proof of stake, enabling withdrawals on the platform. That's all in this special story. This is me, Ruchi Sharma, signing off. Do like, share and subscribe to 3.0 and have a great day.
मैं जानती थी कि आपको हमारा ये बूट कैंप पसंद आया ही होगा. Well, we are now bringing you the second edition of boot camp from Monday onwards that will be on Ethereum development. And there's a surprise element in store for you there too. At the end of every session, we will ask you one question, and on Friday, we will announce the top 5 winners who will get exciting prizes. So please join us from Monday, and for more details, log on to our website www.3university.io.
Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. I'm your host Shikha Singh, and in today's special segment, I will show you how you can create a meme coin in just under 30 seconds. The recent rally of Pepe and others like Wojak has brought sentiments that the meme coin season is back. With meme coins having captured the attention of the wider crypto industry in recent weeks, a viral video has emerged detailing just how easy it is for anyone with an internet connection to create a brand new cryptocurrency from scratch. A May 6th video from digital artist Johnny Shankman, who goes by whitelights.eth on Twitter, shows him a completing speed run of creating and deploying an entirely new token, humorously dubbed Easy Money, in just 27 seconds. The record was then beaten just a day later, clocking it in 22.45 seconds. The term speedrun originates from the gaming community and is typically used in reference to completing a game or level in a game as quickly as possible. The developer noted that the video was only for educational purposes and the Easy Money token created was only on the testnet. It is not a real token to be speculated on. The video has already garnered over 1.5 million views and nearly 10,000 bookmarks. Many stakeholders in the crypto community, however, believe that it will lead to proliferation of the meme coins, which will end up as rug pulls. Rug pulls are prevalent among meme coins, where many bad actors create tokens to steal investors' funds. Now that developing a meme coin project in less than a minute is possible, bad actors could seize the opportunity to develop as many as possible. Even before the emergence of the video, there had been an increase in the rate of meme coins created recently. While crypto data aggregator CoinMarketCap lists over 500 meme coins, industry players believe that there are in thousands. Meanwhile, crypto reporter Wu Blockchain reported that malicious players try to profit from these assets through various means. The Chinese reporter said honeypot tokens with the same name as Pepe, Turbo, etc. have emerged on Arbitrum. Due to this, industry players have warned crypto investors to conduct proper research before investing in any digital asset. Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao also warned that the meme coins investments are at high risk. Before concluding the segment, you must heed the warning that this video is only for educational purpose. Meme coins and in fact all crypto are high risk, so please do exhaustive research before investing in any virtual currencies. On that cautious note, we'll conclude our special segment. We will meet again. Until then, keep watching Tweet.tv. Do not forget to share, subscribe and like our channel. For more such updates, keep watching Tweet.tv. Franklin Templeton, an investment management giant with about $1.4 trillion in assets under management, has expanded its blockchain engagement. The New York-based investment giant is now offering on-chain US government money fund called FOBXX, the first US-registered mutual fund that uses a public blockchain. The fund will be available on Franklin's investments app, Benji. For more updates on Franklin, keep watching Tweet.tv.
Oh, this is high! What a six! What a six! Way down the ground, it's on the roof! Straight back past the ball for four, no ball as well, so that'll be 5 runs. Great shot again from Tim.
मास्टर ब्लास्टर के बर्थडे की हाफ सेंचुरी के मौके पर रैरियो लॉन्च कर रहा है 10 लिमिटेड एडिशन डिजिटल कार्ड्स ऑफ सचिन तेंदुलकर। ये कार्ड्स खरीदने वाले 10 लकी विनर्स को मिलेगा सचिन के साथ वर्चुअल इंटरैक्ट करने का मौका। So what are you waiting for? Go and get the Rario cards. And lastly, from the entire team of Tweet.tv, we wish Sachin Tendulkar a very happy birthday.
Kaspersky has raised the alarm bell for iPhone users. As per the UK headquartered cybersecurity firm, iPhone are prone to hacking. It is believed CVE 2023-28205 and CVE 2023-28206 allow attackers to execute code with the operating system's core permissions. Similar concerns were raised by Wu Blockchain, warning Apple crypto users of operating system vulnerabilities which could expose them to attackers. To know more, follow Tweet.tv. Meta suffered a nearly $4 billion loss from its metaverse unit, with Reality Labs. Zuckerberg explained in the earnings report that Reality Labs will likely suffer more losses in the remainder of 2023. While Zuckerberg recently labeled AI as the firm's single largest investment,
He said Meta's metaverse ambitions remain a top priority for the firm.
Great news for PUBG lovers. Krafton, the creators of popular game PUBG Battlegrounds, is coming up with a Web3 metaverse game platform tentatively titled Migaloo, which is still under development and is now expected to go live this year. I'm sure, like me, you are also super excited about this new announcement and can't wait for the mystical world of Migaloo. For more such interesting updates, keep watching Free.o TV.
The Wolf of Wall Street के आइकॉनिक सीन्स की बनेगी NFTs। सचिन के लिमिटेड एडिशन डिजिटल कार्ड के जरिए उनके फैंस को मिल सकता है उनसे मुलाकात का मौका। क्यों गिरा BYC और CryptoPunk NFTs का फ्लोर प्राइस? जानने के लिए देखिए हमारा स्पेशल शो NFT वर्स। ऐसी और दिलचस्प खबरों के लिए फॉलो करें 3.o TV।
Great news, NFT lovers. NFT World's head honcho Jeremy Booth, who is also a Western theme artist, is bringing together a posse of Western NFT artists into the Web3 space. For more such interesting updates, keep watching Free.o TV.
के दशक की सबसे फेमस कॉमिक बुक द एडवेंचर्स ऑफ टिंटिन अब NFT स्पेस पे भी एंट्री कर रही है। क्रॉसमिंट ने पार्टनरशिप की है टिंटिन इमेजिनाटियो के साथ, जो फेमस कार्टूनिस्ट हर्च के आर्टवर्क्स को प्रमोट करेगा। उस NFT कलेक्शन में फेमस कॉमिक बुक द ब्लू लोटस के 2 वेरिएंट्स होंगे, जो लिमिटेड एडिशन प्रिंट होंगे, वो भी सिर्फ 777 कॉपीज। ऐसी ही दिलचस्प खबरों के लिए देखते रहिए 3.o TV। Great news for Star Trek fans. Captain Kirk is wrapping into Web3 space. William Shatner, the famous actor who played Captain Kirk in Star Trek, appeared at Consensus 2023 on 27th April 2023 to announce an NFT project called Infinite Connections with 2,500 NFTs that feature a Shatner 3D avatar. Isn't it great, guys? I'm super excited to get myself a Captain Kirk action figure NFT. For more such interesting updates, keep watching 3.o TV.
With a common denominator.
जॉर्डन बेलफोर्ट की असल जिंदगी पर बनी फिल्म द वुल्फ ऑफ वॉल स्ट्रीट की प्रोडक्शन कंपनी ने ये फैसला किया है कि वो बहुत जल्द लियोनार्डो डिकैप्रियो स्टारर इस फिल्म के आइकॉनिक सीन्स की NFTs बनाएगी। बॉक्स ऑफिस पर $400 मिलियन कमाने वाली इस फिल्म के सीन की NFTs $100 और उससे ज्यादा के प्राइस पे अवेलेबल होगी। बस इस फिल्म का कौन सा सीन आपका फेवरेट है? टफ टू चूज, राइट? ऐसी ही इंटरेस्टिंग अपडेट्स के लिए फॉलो करें 3.o TV।
Hello and welcome to 3.o TV. I'm your host रोशनी शिंगरे। कहते हैं ना, स्लो एंड स्टडी विंस द रेस। ठीक उसी तरह रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया की सेंट्रल बैंक डिजिटल करेंसी भी हमारे देश में ट्रैक्शन पकड़ रही है और कई कॉर्पोरेट्स उसको अडॉप्ट कर रहे हैं। आपको जानकर ताजुब होगा कि रिलायंस जनरल इंश्योरेंस प्राइवेट इंश्योरर प्रीमियम पेमेंट के लिए RBI के CBDC रूपी को स्वीकार करने वाली भारत की पहली जनरल इंश्योरेंस कंपनी बन गई है। रिलायंस जनरल इंश्योरेंस ने RBI के ई-रूपी प्लेटफॉर्म का उपयोग करके डिजिटल मोड में प्रीमियम कलेक्शन की सुविधा के लिए येस बैंक के साथ हाथ मिलाया है। जिन कस्टमर्स के पास किसी भी बैंक के साथ एक्टिव ई-वॉलेट है, वे इमीडिएट पेमेंट करने के लिए रिलायंस जनरल इंश्योरेंस के ई-रूपी QR कोड को स्कैन कर सकते हैं। इस अग्रणी लॉन्च के साथ कंपनी अपने कस्टमर्स को एक इजी, सेफ, इंस्टेंट और ग्रीन पेमेंट सॉल्यूशन पेश कर रही है और एक्सीलेंट कस्टमर्स एक्सपीरियंस प्रदान करने के अपने वादे को नेक्स्ट लेवल पर ले जा रही है। ई-रूपी एक डिजिटल टोकन है जो बैंक नोट यानी लीगल टेंडर के बराबर है और RBI द्वारा समर्थित एक सोवरेन करेंसी है। डिजिटल होने के नाते ई-रूपी फिजिकल कैश को संभालने के सभी मुद्दों को दूर करता है और बैंक नोट के समान एनोनिमिटी प्रदान करता है। इसके अलावा सभी ई-रूपी ट्रांजैक्शन आरबीआई रेगुलेटेड एंटिटी के माध्यम से किए जाते हैं, जिससे ये बैंक नोट से संबंधित जोखिमों को कम करता है, जैसे कि एंटी मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग, नकली करेंसी एक्सेट्रा। रिलायंस जनरल इंश्योरेंस अपने कस्टमर्स को डिजिटल करेंसी ट्रांजैक्शन ऑप्शन के रूप में ई-रूपी प्रदान करके इस तरह के जोखिमों को कम करने में सक्षम बनाता है, जिससे सेफ फाइनेंशियल ट्रांजैक्शन को बढ़ावा मिलता है। अगर आपको याद हो तो भारत ने पिछले नवंबर में होलसेल सेगमेंट या इंटरबैंक ट्रांजैक्शन में ई-रूपी लॉन्च किया था, जबकि रिटेल सेगमेंट के लिए डिजिटल करेंसी उसके अगले महीने शुरू हुई थी। खैर, आज के इस खास सेगमेंट में बस इतना ही। हम फिर मिलेंगे, तब तक देखते रहिए 3.0 टीवी।
With 3.0 TV, stay connected with the world of blockchain.
Stay up to date with infinite world of NFTs.
Come explore and evolve with 3.0 TV in the metaverse.
So many coins, so much volatility. 3.0 TV delivers the news that matters.
नमस्कार, मैं हूं आपकी होस्ट रोशनी शिंगरे। 3.0 टीवी में आप सभी का स्वागत है। सर्टिफाइड हमारी जिंदगी का एक ऐसा शब्द है जिसकी अहमियत भुलाए नहीं भूलती। सर्टिफाइड ट्रेनर, सर्टिफाइड कोर्सेज, सर्टिफाइड न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट आदि आदि। तो सर्टिफिकेट की हमारी जिंदगी में जरूरत और मौजूदगी एक सदा के लिए बरकरार रहने वाली चीज है। हम तो भाई जो चीज करते हैं पूरा करते ही सर्टिफिकेट मांग लेते हैं, लेकिन आजकल की इस टेक दुनिया में कौन सी वो चीज है जिसका बेरुपया नहीं बनता, यानी कि क्लोन, डुप्लीकेट या फोर्ज वर्जन। वीएफएक्स और ग्राफिक्स का बोलबाला जो है, तो इसके इलाज के लिए एक तकनीक उभर कर आई है जिसका नाम है ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी। और फर्जी सर्टिफिकेट से बचने के लिए एडटेक प्लेटफॉर्म राइज लेकर आया है ब्लॉकचेन बेस्ड डिजिटल सर्टिफिकेट प्लेटफॉर्म। फिर आप निश्चिंत हो जाएंगे कि आपको मिली हुई डिग्री भी आपकी है और क्या कहने ओरिजिनल भी है। एक स्टडी के मुताबिक आज भारत में 26.5 करोड़ स्टूडेंट्स हैं और इनमें से 22 में 7.7 लाख स्टूडेंट्स अब्रॉड यानी विदेश पढ़ने के लिए गए थे। चाहे देश हो या विदेश, हर जगह स्टूडेंट स्कूल, कॉलेजेस और यूनिवर्सिटीज को सर्टिफिकेट की जरूरत पड़ती है। इन सर्टिफिकेट्स पर ओरिजिनल और ट्रस्टवर्दी की मोहर आज ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी की मदद से लगाई जा सकती है। उच्च शिक्षा में एडटेक रिवॉल्यूशन में सबसे आगे भारत स्थित इनोवेटिव एडटेक प्लेटफॉर्म राइज ने अपने छात्रों और पूर्व छात्रों को ब्लॉकचेन आधारित डिजिटल सर्टिफिकेट जारी करना शुरू कर दिया है। आइडेंटिटी थेफ्ट से संबंधित फ्रॉडुलेंट एक्टिविटीज को रोकने के लिए और छात्रों को नकली प्रमाण पत्र देने के लिए राइज ने ये पहल की है। राइज ने मार्च में ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी के माध्यम से इन प्रमाण पत्रों को जारी करना शुरू कर दिया ताकि जॉब एप्लीकेंट से संबंधित किसी भी फ्रॉडुलेंट डिस्क्रिपेंसीज का मुकाबला किया जा सके। आउटब्रीच की हालिया एनुअल ट्रेंड रिपोर्ट के अनुसार लगभग 28% जॉब एप्लीकेंट्स ने 2022 में फर्जी डिग्री जमा की थी। राइज के सीईओ गौरव भाटिया ने कहा, आजकल जहां सिक्योरिटी इंक्स, 3D इमेजेस और यहां तक कि होलोग्राफिक स्टिकर आसानी से जाली या नकली हो सकते हैं, कोई अन्य तरीका पूरी तरह से फेक प्रूफ नहीं है। कोई भी ह्यूमन इंटरैक्टिव या पीपल बेस्ड प्रोसेस एरर से ग्रस्त होती है और कभी भी 100% सुरक्षित नहीं होती है। एकमात्र ट्रस्ट मैकेनिज्म डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड एंटिटी का उपयोग करके प्रामाणिकता की जांच करना, जो वास्तव में ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी करता है। हमारा उद्देश्य रिक्रूटर्स को प्रत्येक के रूप में कौशल प्रमाण पत्र प्रमाणित करने में सक्षम बनाना है और हमारे ब्लॉकचेन आधारित प्लेटफॉर्म के माध्यम से जारी किया जाने वाला प्रत्येक प्रमाण पत्र सुरक्षित, प्रमाणित और फेक प्रूफ है। इसके अलावा लर्नर सीधे अपने लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल और अन्य सोशल मीडिया चैनलों पर वेरीफाइड ब्लॉकचेन सर्टिफिकेट साझा कर सकते हैं। राइज वर्तमान में बिजनेस एनालिटिक्स, डेटा साइंस, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, मशीन लर्निंग, साइबर सिक्योरिटी, फिनटेक, फाइनेंस एंड अकाउंटिंग और मार्केटिंग रिसर्च में पीजी प्रोग्राम ऑफर करता है। रिलीज के अनुसार ब्लॉकचेन तकनीक प्रिंट टू ब्लॉक नामक एक भारत आधारित स्टार्टअप द्वारा प्रदान की जाती है। अब तक इसने 2 कोर्सेज बिजनेस एनालिटिक्स और डेटा साइंस की पहली बैचों को ब्लॉकचेन आधारित डिजिटल प्रमाण पत्र जारी किए हैं। कंपनी इस टेक्नोलॉजी को छात्रों के एजुकेशनल सर्टिफिकेट्स में लाने के लिए भारत भर के विभिन्न यूनिवर्सिटीज के साथ काम कर रही है। तो आज के इस खास सेगमेंट में बस इतना ही। मैं आपसे फिर मिलूंगी, तब तक के लिए देखते रहिए 3.2 टीवी।
And welcome to 3.2 TV. I am your host Ruchi Sharma, and today's special segment is about the world's first comprehensive regulation regarding the crypto assets industry to have come out of the European Union. The recent approval of the regulation on markets in crypto assets by the European Parliament marks a significant milestone in the regulation of the crypto assets industry in Europe and beyond. MiCA will establish the first harmonized and comprehensive regulatory framework for crypto assets and related services and activities in Europe, which has been characterized by a need for more explicit regulation and standards. The regulation also stands out as the world's first legislation of its kind and sets a precedent for other legislations around the world to follow. MiCA applies to issuers and service providers intending to protect consumers and investors while ensuring financial stability and supporting innovation. Key provisions for those firms issuing and trading crypto assets include transparency, disclosure, authorization, and supervision of transactions. Prior to MiCA, crypto companies had to comply with 27 different regulatory frameworks across the European Union member states. So the regulation is indeed an important step for the crypto industry in the European Union from a regulatory compliance perspective. From the investor's perspective, on the other hand, it is expected that MiCA will also bring the much needed clarity and confidence to the crypto assets industry. In particular, the regulation requires crypto asset issuers to provide complete and transparent information about the crypto assets they issue, as well as complying with disclosure and transparency rules. This means that the regulation could encourage more institutional adoption and activity in the European Union crypto market while reducing market abuse. In particular, MiCA will require firms to ensure that they disclose all relevant information related to the issuance, offering, and admission to trading of crypto assets on trading platforms to prevent insider dealing, unlawful disclosure of inside information, and market manipulation. This will also enable investors to make informed decisions about investing in crypto assets while helping to maintain market integrity, which is crucial for the proper functioning of the crypto assets industry. The most critical category of regulatory requirements under MiCA is related to the authorization and supervision of crypto asset service providers and issuers of asset referenced tokens or electronic money tokens with respect to governance, risk management, and operational resilience. They will play a crucial role in reducing operational risk such as cyber attacks and protecting consumer interests. Let's hear from our esteemed guest, Mr. Chandan Goswami, about what he has to say.
MiCA regulation is something to look forward to, and the crypto community has been waiting for it since a very long time. According to me, it's one of the most landmark legislation which has been passed by the EU Parliament, encompassing everything related to crypto assets, and it is going to be very beneficial for the entire crypto community in total. According to me, the prime objective for which this regulation has been brought into force is to contain the activities of fraud, to protect the consumers, to ensure that there is a holistic development of the crypto market, and to foster innovation while also keeping in mind the current financial situation in EU. Now, the benefit that this is going to give is tremendous. We'll see in the coming few years after this act comes into force that how the entire act is going to help the crypto players in the market. I think to begin with, there will be so many crypto investors who have not invested their money due to the fear of the entire crypto assets being unregulated. They're going to invest. So we're going to see a boom perhaps in the investment. We're also going to see a boom perhaps in various compliances, etc. Because if in the future you would want to do business in the EU, you will be obligatory. It will be obligatory upon you to comply with the laws of the land, even if you are not registered in the EU, but you want to provide your services to the EU people, similar to the privacy laws, etc. So yes, it's a landmark law. It's going to help a lot of the entire crypto community, and I hope that taking this new legislation into consideration, we see much more beautifully written legislations coming in the future.
MiCA will have implications for non-European Union crypto firms also. The regulation will apply not only to entities established in the European Union, but also to entities conducting related activities in the European Union, regardless of their place of origin. This means that companies based outside the European Union will also need to comply with the MiCA if they offer their services to European Union customers. In addition, it is also worth noting that the European Securities and Markets Authority is expected to set up a public register for non-compliant crypto asset service providers that operate in the European Union without authorization in order to counter money laundering risk. Another noteworthy provision of MiCA is the creation of a legal framework for stablecoins. More precisely, MiCA will introduce a set of requirements for stablecoins, such as reserve requirements, to ensure that they are adequately backed and stable. This is very important given the stablecoin's critical role as a medium of exchange within the digital asset ecosystem. Overall, the regulation presents a positive step towards creating a more stable and secure environment for the crypto assets industry in Europe. While MiCA has been generally well received by the industry, several concerns stand out as to how future-proof the regulation will be. For instance, the regime applies to token issuers as entities, not token exchanges as activities. Also, it does not regulate decentralized finance or non-fungible tokens activities. However, as the crypto and blockchain sector continues to evolve, further regulatory work would be expected in these areas. Turning to the implementation timeline, MiCA will require approval from the European Council in July 2023 to be officially adopted as a regulation. It is also important to note that certain provisions related to asset reference tokens and e-money tokens will come into force 12 months after the regulation takes effect, while the remaining provisions will apply 6 months later. This means that firms in scope should start preparing for compliance with the new MiCA regulations as soon as possible to ensure they are ready to meet the requirements when they come into effect. Additionally, it is important that firms keep an eye out for other technical standards and guidance covering and specifying requirements on different topics that will be issued by the applicable authorities under MiCA. Well, that concludes our special segment on MiCA. We will meet again. Till then, keep watching 3.0 TV.
मैं जानती थी कि आपको हमारा ये बूट कैंप पसंद आया ही होगा. Well, we are now bringing you the second edition of boot camp from Monday onwards that will be on Ethereum development. And there's a surprise element in store for you there too. At the end of every session, we will ask you one question, and on Friday, we will announce the top 5 winners who will get exciting prizes. So please join us from Monday, and for more details, log on to our website www.3university.io. Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. I am your host Vishakha Thakur, and today's special segment is about brief war between two crypto moguls, Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao and Tron founder Justin Sun. Binance boss Changpeng Zhao warned fellow crypto mogul Justin Sun that the exchange operator would take action against him if he tried to farm SUI tokens. So what happened was, Sun transferred a total of over 115 million true USD stablecoins on Binance, according to Whale Alert tweets. TUSD is one of the two tokens, the other is BNB, that can be staked on Binance launch pool to farm SUI, the native token of Mistin Labs' SUI network, Binance announced. Yield farming is the process of earning tokens by providing liquidity to DeFi protocols. Binance CEO CZ noticed that the huge transfers of TUSD and tweeted that if Sun used any of those tokens to grab the SUI tokens available via launch pool, Binance would take action against it. Binance launch pool is meant as airdrops for our retail users, not just for a few whales, Zhao said, adding, on the bright side, blockchains are transparent. The war between two crypto moguls did not last very long, as Justin Sun replied to CZ with an apology, explaining that the transfer was due to an oversight stemming from Tron DAO's market-making partnership with TUSD and was emphatically not an attempt by him to hold SUI tokens. He added that the action will be reversed. He also shifted the responsibility for the transfer onto team members who were not fully aware of the intended purpose for these funds and inadvertently used a portion of them to participate in exchange campaigns. This appears to be the first time that Zhao has publicly made such a threat against Sun. The two executives have enjoyed a close relationship over the years. It seems the apparent war between the two crypto moguls was nothing but a miscommunication. Well, that's it in today's special segment. We will meet again. Till then, keep watching 3.0 TV. Do like, share and subscribe to our channel. This is me, Vishakha Thakur, signing off.
Thank you for calling Venus Airlines. How may I help you?
आप ऐसा कैसे कर सकते हैं? मैंने दुबई की फ़्लाइट बुक की थी. अब आपने अगर कैंसिल की है फ़्लाइट, तो आपको मुझे किसी और फ़्लाइट पे ट्रांसफ़र करना पड़ेगा ना? हेलो? हेलो? What is this? फ़ोन कर दिया.
What happened, रुचि?
मुझे दुबई एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट इवेंट के लिए जाना था और अब इन्होंने फ़्लाइट्स कैंसिल कर दिया और मुझे किसी और फ़्लाइट पे ट्रांसफ़र भी नहीं कर रहे हैं. What do I do? This is very important for me.
Don't worry, मेरी टिकट ले लो.
विशाखा, मैं इतनी टेंशन में हूँ, तुम मेरे से मजाक कर रही हो.
नहीं, मैं मजाक नहीं कर रही. एक्चुअली सच में मेरी दुबई मुंबई की टिकट बुक थी, तो वो मैं आपको ट्रांसफर कर देती हूँ.
ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है? I've never heard of this.
This is possible now with Ticket 3.0.
What is Ticket 3.0?
एक्चुअली इसकी शुरुआत अर्जेंटीना की लो कॉस्ट एयरलाइन फ्लाईबॉन्डी ने ट्रैवल एक्स के साथ कोलैबोरेशन में की थी. बेसिकली फ्लाईबॉन्डी ने नॉन फंजिबल टोकन के रूप में ऑनलाइन टिकट जारी की थी, जिसको एल्गोरिथम ब्लॉकचेन के ऊपर बिल्ड किया गया है. इस NFT टिकट्स यानी टिकट 3.0 के जरिए पैसेंजर कैन ट्रांसफर और सेल देयर टिकट्स एज वेल एज चेंज देयर नेम, thereby giving them more flexible travel experience.
विशाखा, ये मुझे समझ तो आ गया, लेकिन मुझे लग रहा है थोड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड होगा. स्पेशली जो लोग टेक savvy नहीं है वो तो नहीं समझ पाएंगे.
ये बिल्कुल कॉम्प्लिकेटेड नहीं है. टिकट 3.0 की ब्यूटी ही उसकी सिंप्लिसिटी है. NFT टिकट्स कैसे ट्रांसफर और सेल होता है, रीशेड्यूलिंग और नेम चेंज कैसे और कितनी सिंपल तरीके से होता है, ये बताने के लिए हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं मिस्टर सुबु जॉयस, फाउंडर ऑफ Origraph.lo. मिस्टर जॉयस, वेलकम टू 3.0 TV.
Thank you so much. It may lead to hoarding of tickets. What may happen more often is that, in the event of unforeseen cancellations or reschedulings, the passenger should not be penalized as far as possible. So the passenger can therefore sell his ticket in case of an emergency cancellation and things like that, which means he may realize whether it is 5%, 10%, 20% is a secondary matter. But when he sells the ticket to another passenger, there is the burden of cancellation is not taken on the agency or on the airline itself. And they still get a passenger as a replacement directly without having to put in the effort. So that is where I feel that in a practical world, airlines and travel agencies will be interested.
विशाखा, मैं मोटा मोटा तो समझ गई कि टिकट 3.0 के थ्रू कैसे ट्रांसफर होगी टिकट्स, लेकिन आमतौर पर हम सब यही समझते हैं कि हम पहले फ्लाइट बुक करेंगे, हम एयरपोर्ट जाएंगे, बोर्डिंग पास लेंगे, चेक इन करेंगे और फिर फ्लाइट पे बैठ जाएंगे. अब टिकट 3.0 में ये पूरा प्रोसेस कैसे होगा?
तो टिकट 3.0 में ये प्रोसेस QR कोड के जरिए और भी सिंपलीफाइड हो जाता है. आइए सुनते हैं मिस्टर जॉयस इसके बारे में क्या कहते हैं.
Say for example, a travel agency takes up this as a part of their offering. Right from the time a passenger books, his KYC can be captured at the time of booking itself. For example, his Aadhaar integration and PAN card integration or driving license. So when the tokenized ticket is generated, it includes his KYC. And that can be then again role based. So when he goes to the arrival desk or he goes to check-in and the security check is done, he may have to just flash his QR code, which when the security folks at the airport scan, they will only get to see his KYC, right? He doesn't have to pull out his Aadhaar, he doesn't have to pull out anything, that can be further automated by just having a scanner for his ticket, which will confirm his KYC. Then he checks in his baggage. His baggage can be linked to his tokenized ticket and validated against that. So both at the check-in baggages as well as his cabin baggages get validated and linked to him, and then he completes his journey. Now over there, say if he has to pay extra for his food and beverages on the flight, that can be again linked within the token completely through a smart contract. Complete the journey. When he checks out, when he lands and picks up his baggage, he can again validate his luggage, so there can be no missed baggages and things like that can be covered. Uske baad, say if a travel agency has booked his ticket along with say an airport, along with a hotel stay or maybe cab booking and jo bhi hai, all that can be included as a single token. Fantastic. Which will validate him, which will confirm that he's the person. And that way, all this can be seamlessly integrated, which will reduce any friction, as we call it, or and improve the consumer experience.
वाह विशाखा, इससे तो पूरी एयर ट्रैवल इंडस्ट्री रेवोल्यूशनाइज हो जाएगी. इसके बारे में तो सबको ज्यादा से ज्यादा पता होना चाहिए. Flying will become so simple and easy with Ticket 3.0.
Exactly. इससे पैसेंजर का भी फायदा होता है और हर टिकट ट्रांसफर पर एयरलाइंस को 2% कमीशन मिलता है, तो एयरलाइन का भी फायदा ही है. इसलिए तो ग्लोबली 60 से भी ज्यादा एयरलाइंस टिकट 3.0 को एक्सप्लोर कर रही हैं. राइट मिस्टर जॉयस?
Cancellation costs, rescheduling costs for an airline as well as a travel agency can come down significantly because those losses can be eliminated. Likewise, for the passenger also, today you may, if you cancel say on the day of the travel or 1 or 2 days before travel, whether it is an airline or even a hotel reservation, which may be linked to a ticket, you may lose considerable amount of money in this as cancellation charges. Now, this can be optimized to a minimum. As soon as you cancel and you put it out for sale to another passenger or traveler, they are able to recoup that entire expense and therefore no one loses money. So those losses can come down, and that will be, I would say, a big disruption in the travel industry today, because in some countries the cancellation losses, rescheduling losses can be as high as 6 to 7. Tokenization of say airline tickets will make it faster, cheaper, and more secure, and increase the user experience considerably in the whole life cycle of a journey, and maybe beyond. And that's where we think that this will disrupt the existing industry's practices.
So thank you विशाखा and Mr. Joyce मुझे टिकट 3.0 के बारे में बताने के लिए. मुझे सारा ज्ञान तो मिल गया, लेकिन विशाखा अब जरा टिकट ट्रांसफर कर दो.
हाँ ज़रूर, बस अभी करती हूँ. It will just take a minute.
Wow, got it. तो चलो अब मैं तो जा रही हूँ दुबई. बाय बाय.
बाय बाय एंड हैव अ सेफ जर्नी. तो टिकट 3.0 जैसी पाथ ब्रेकिंग सॉल्यूशंस के बारे में जानने के लिए देखते रहिए 3.0 टीवी. आई एम विशाखा ठाकुर साइनिंग ऑफ. उम्मीद है ये स्टोरी आपको पसंद आई होगी, तो लाइक करिए, शेयर करिए और बेल आइकन दबाना ना भूलें.
Hello and welcome to Web3 Diaries. I'm your host Roshni Shingre. Hello, I'm your host Shikha Singh, giving you your daily dose of news snippets from the Web3 universe.
Hello, I'm your host Vishakha Thakur. Let's have a look at the news for today. A New York lawmaker has introduced a new bill that would see dollar-pegged stablecoins accepted as a legal form of payment for bail bonds. The partisan bill, introduced on May 10 by New York State Democrat-led Trace Walker, details the pre-existing methods of paying bail bonds, including cash, insurance bonds, and credit cards, and seeks to add fiat collateralized stablecoins to the list. The bill seeks to amend the state's current criminal procedure law to include the fiat collateralized class of digital assets. It is unclear which major fiat collateralized stablecoins would be included under this new purview and if any stablecoin would not be deemed acceptable by New York officials. The new bill comes less than a week after New York Attorney General Letitia James proposed new regulation on May 5 that would see the state granted further power over crypto exchanges. The proposed legislation would grant New York officials the power to issue subpoenas, impose civil penalties for crypto firms violating state law, and shut down companies allegedly involved in fraud or illicit activities. While the introduction of this bill shows a willingness from the New York state government to accommodate stablecoins in its criminal procedure law, James has been coming down hard on cryptocurrencies in recent months. On January 5, James filed a lawsuit against former Celsius CEO Alex Mashinsky, and more recently on March 9, James sued the Seychelles-based crypto exchange KuCoin for selling securities and commodities without registration. Over to you, Roshni.
Several companies engaged in virtual digital asset space are seeking global consensus on regulating these currencies. On the sideline of conference, they argued that the fire hose of differing regulatory approaches to VDA lacked the global consensus needed to attract established investors that would create a maturer market. Recently, the European Union finalized the world's first comprehensive rules for crypto asset markets, known as MiCA, but others like Britain and the United States are further behind. Apart from compliance with rules to stop money laundering and terrorist financing, VDA firms are largely unregulated in many parts of the world. It's really commendable that Europe was able to get that done so quickly, Hester Pierce, a commissioner at the US Securities and Exchange Commission, told the Financial Times conference. If we build a good regulatory regime, people would come. I think you will see that with MiCA. We are shooting ourselves in the foot of not having regulatory regime in the US, Pierce said. US Congress needed to decide which regulatory body has authority over crypto, Pierce added. US derivatives watchdog CFTC is also casting an eye on the sector as the need for clearer rules becomes more pressing after last year's collapse of crypto exchange FTX. But in the absence of other legal frameworks, EU rules will inevitably serve as international norms until there is consensus on the global standard, said Eva Gustafsson, head of public affairs at crypto firm Copper. Global standards and harmonization as much as possible are key.
There would be a global policy proposal shortly from IOSCO, an umbrella body for securities regulators. More clarity on regulation could see more traditional institutional investors entering the crypto market to mature it further. Over to you, Shikha.
The United States Internal Revenue Service has filed claims worth nearly $44 billion against the estate of bankrupt crypto exchange FTX and its affiliated entities. According to bankruptcy filings dated April 27th and 28th, the IRS put forth 45 claims against FTX companies, which include West Realm Shares, Ledger Holdings, Company of LedgerX, and Blockfolio, among others. The largest of the claims include $20.4 billion and a $7.4 billion claims against Alameda Research LLC and 2 claims totaling $9.5 billion against Alameda Research Holdings Inc. The claims are filed under the classification admin priority, which could allow the IRS claims to take precedence over the claims of the other creditors in a bankruptcy case. Bankruptcy documents detailing the $20.4 billion claims against Alameda Research LLC reveals that the IRS is claiming about $20 billion in partnership taxes. The remaining amount of the claim includes millions in withheld income taxes and payroll taxes. Federal law prevents the IRS from confirming or denying any correspondence with regard to any taxpayer case, said a spokesperson for the IRS. FTX's bankruptcy attorneys said they had located more than $5 billion in various assets during a hearing in January 2023, and in initial bankruptcy filings, the company said it estimated it had somewhere between $1 billion to $10 billion in assets overall. These figures have changed as the company's management has located additional funds through the last few months. That's it in today's special segment. For more such updates, keep following 3.0 Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do press the bell icon for more such updates. Also, log into our website at www.3verse.io for more updates. Thank you.
With 3.0 TV, stay connected with the world of blockchain.
Stay up to date with infinite world of NFTs.
Come explore and evolve with 3.0 TV in the metaverse.
So many coins, so much volatility. 3.0 TV delivers the news that matters.
I had a hectic meeting yesterday. As soon as I came out of the meeting, I was just scrolling through memes. I noticed there are a lot of people who put orbis and big toy guns to attack their friends. So I googled, I thought I'll buy the gun along with the orbis. Later realized I have a bunch of guns which I buy but I anyways don't use them. So I thought, why waste where I can play shooting games for free? Fir kya? What other than shrapnel? Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. I am your host Shikha Singh. Shrapnel is a first-person shooter featuring a mission-based gameplay in which players join the war zone as operators for one several teams tasked with collecting and extracting important materials. However, other operators are vying for the same resources, resulting in a high-stakes environment that encourages risk-taking and rewards player skill. When a player dies, equipment in the form of NFTs is lost and can be plundered by other players. In addition, players can collect the enigmatic compound Sigma. They must then fight their way to one of the extraction points and survive long enough to flee with their treasure. Shrapnel is built entirely on user-generated material. Tournaments and NFTs formed by players are instances of this. Players can even design their own unique vanity items to sell to other players. They will own land and seek to broaden the possibilities for creation to include player-created maps and map elements. They plan to launch their own token, SHRAP. Players will be able to stake SHRAP on their preferred maps and earn prizes from games played on those maps. Meanwhile, maps that are hated will be demotivated to lower price tiers. Shrapnel has a realistic and cinematic appearance. The game takes place in 2044 on a future Earth where crashing meteors and prevalent, pervasive steam, ambient neon lights and other aesthetic aspects give the game the appearance of being developed by a filmmaker. Fall damage is significant in Shrapnel and your stamina is limited, so you can't run indefinitely. There is some strategy to be had here, both in terms of character loadouts and playstyles. You can choose to play aggressively or stealthily. Your bodily injuries are segregated by area and are indicated by a helpful icon in the bottom left corner next to your stamina bar, which steadily regenerates over time. You can also pick up medikits, and the lack of an on-screen time meter for healing while fighting gives Shrapnel a more realistic, albeit somewhat stressful feel. Furthermore, the Web3 game sector is expanding on blockchain networks like Avalanche, Solana, Polygon, and the recently established Sui. Chia, the revolutionary storage-based blockchain network, is not on that list, but that may change shortly. Chia Network, which just announced its intention to go public, introduced the Chia Open Digital Economy platform last week, which is infrastructure and software meant to support an open metaverse of games and applications that employ interoperable materials. Along with that initiative, Chia will introduce a proof of concept trading card game dubbed Chia TCG on May 19th, which will support all NFTs now available on Chia and convert them into playable cards. Chia intends to produce a white paper and finalize technology to enable interoperability across future games by the end of the year, as well as create an abstraction layer that will make it easier for developers to construct games on top of the blockchain. However, Ethereum NFT-based trading card games like Gods Unchained and Skyweaver have been available for years, and several of their aforementioned blockchain networks have a large number of live games, with many more in the pipeline. Given that it only began to take shape last year, Chia's NFT market is substantially small than platforms like Ethereum and Solana. Chia is beginning well behind the pack, in fact, far behind the pack. SAO, on the other hand, believes that the infrastructure will appeal to developers and that the network will be able to unlock actual capability based on the interoperability assumption, which has mainly been a pipe dream in Web3 gaming to date. It may simply take some time to arrive. That's it in today's special segment. We will keep you updated with more such updates. Until then, keep watching P.O TV. Do press the bell icon for more such updates. Thank you.
Hello and a very warm welcome. I am Ruchi Sharma. Bitcoin has plunged more than 10% over the past 7 days to a 2-month low just above $26,000, alongside a sizable reversal in the previous red-hot meme coin sector. Bitcoin's high for the week came on Wednesday morning when it rose to $28,300, following softer than expected CPI data on Wednesday. Ether was also lower for the week, though it did outperform Bitcoin by a bit. It's currently at $1,800 versus its weekly high of $2,020 touched last Saturday. Helping to sour the mood in Bitcoin were tumbling prices for some meme coins, notably Pepe coin, which is now lower by more than 60% over the past week of trade. The new token based on Pepe the Frog debuted on April and quickly rose to more than $1 billion valuation. That's now been trimmed to roughly $560 million. Other meme coin decliners include Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, each of which lost about 11% over the last days. On Thursday, Neutron became the first Cosmos blockchain to use replicated security. Replicated securities allow blockchains in the Cosmos ecosystem to rely on the Cosmos Hub's validator set for security. Instead of the blockchain maintaining its own security via a network of validators, this is how it works. Blockchain in the Cosmos ecosystem can exist and achieve their goals, typically focusing on providing one type of service or application in a cost-effective manner by relying on Cosmos Hub. Neutron is a platform for issuing smart contracts via CosWasm, a computational environment in the Cosmos ecosystem. Neutron intends to provide cross-chain smart contracts application for the Cosmos ecosystem by collaborating closely with the Cosmos Hub and benefiting from its high security. The Neutron team said that replicated security will bring more value to the Cosmos Hub and enable the development of complex and diverse applications for Atom, the native asset of the Hub. According to a May 11th announcement for the Metal blockchain team, the Federal Reserve's upcoming instant payment service FedNow will be connected to Metal blockchain. According to the announcement, the integration will allow Metal users to instantly convert funds to stablecoin and back using FedNow's send-receive function. FedNow is a payment system developed by the Federal Reserve of the United States. It enables round-the-clock near-instant payments between banks. Currently, US residents can only make domestic instant payments using third-party apps such as PayPal and Venmo or crypto wallets. The Federal Reserve has stated that the new service will be available in July. Metal blockchain is a crypto network developed by Metallicus based on a fork of Avalanche's code. It was created to offer compliance-friendly options for decentralized finance developers. The Chinese government has established the National Blockchain Technology Innovation Center in Beijing to foster blockchain technology research. The The Chinese government intends to support the development of breakthroughs in blockchain technology by establishing this research center, which was first announced in February. However, the country continues to maintain a nationwide ban on cryptocurrencies. The research center, according to Kitco.com, will collaborate with local universities, think tanks, and blockchain businesses. To achieve its objectives, the institution intends to train more than 500,000 blockchains and DLT specialists. The Beijing Academy of Blockchain and Edge Computing will run the center, which developed the Chainmaker, a local blockchain supported by a consortium of Chinese companies, including China Construction Bank and China Unicorn. The government of China has launched the National Blockchain Technology Innovation Center in Beijing to support blockchain technology research. According to Kitco.com, China's recent efforts are in line with its vision to create blockchain technologies with Chinese characteristics. In the upcoming special segment on artificial intelligence, we will update you about the following news. Meta announces generative AI-powered product suite for ads. APT Bot launched a real AI quantitative trading bot. Romania harnesses AI for data-driven policy recommendations. Stay tuned for more updates. Meta has announced a suite of AI-powered advertising tools. During a New York event, Meta, which owns Facebook and Instagram, announced the AI Sandbox product suite. The new set of tools employs generative AI or AI capable of creating content to generate text and images for online advertisements. The feature is currently available to a limited but unspecified number of advertisers. Other advertisers will have access to the tool in July, and some of the features could be added to other advertisements products by the end of 2023, according to Meta. Although Meta has not publicly announced AI Sandbox, the company has published a blog post on its website detailing other ads-related AI developments. APT Bot, the first truly quantitative trading bot, recently announced that it can now trade with the Binance API, giving users more opportunities to trade cryptocurrencies. Connect to Binance Exchange, enter your investment amount, and earn income by registering APT Bot. Users can enjoy an unrivaled trading experience with results delivered by mature trading strategies and professional investment management. However, now is the time to meet the APT Bot crypto trading bot, which can be rated as the ChatGPT in the field of quantitative trading because it is the first trading bot that combines AI technology with quantitative trading with outstanding trading performance that far outperforms the industry. Countries all over the world are grappling with the pervasiveness of artificial intelligence. While some are concerned about emerging technology, others, such as Romania, embrace it. Romanian officials have introduced Ion, an AI-powered robot designed to improve the government's understanding of public concerns. The bot gathers information through automated scans of social media, a specific hashtag, and messages from the public via an online platform set up for this purpose. The information is then compiled into reports for government officials. Since the project's inception in March, at least one report has been generated from the data, according to the developers. It is expected to be upgraded this summer, allowing it to provide answers and provide officials with a dashboard to filter data based on various parameters. This comes as the European Union drafts its AI Act, the bloc's first comprehensive set of guidelines and regulations for the development and deployment of artificial intelligence. Romania, as one of the European Union's 27 member states, would be subject to any regulations resulting from the AI Act. In the upcoming special segment on the exchanges, we will update you about the following news. Bitcoin liquidation spike as crypto exchanges pull back from trading in US. Drop in Binance's crypto dominance boosts rival exchanges Hobby and OKX. Ethereum crashes to 6-week lows despite ETH on exchanges declining. Stay tuned for more updates. According to CoinGlass data, Bitcoin liquidations have reached around $73 million in the last 24 hours, as Jane Street Group and Jump Crypto reduced crypto trading in the United States. This episode of the Daily Forecast contains the most recent market updates and other news shaping the cryptocurrency world. According to Michael Saylor, executive chairman of MicroStrategy, one of the reasons people behind Bitcoin is that it is an ethical imperative and essential to the world. Saylor adds these reasons to the list of Bitcoin's more popular features that make it appealing to users. Saylor told the host of a virtual interview on YouTube, David Lin, that Bitcoin is a tool that can give hope and property rights to the world's 8 billion people. He considers Bitcoin's ability to provide digital property or digital scarcity to the global population via mobile phone to a paradigm shift. Binance's share of spot trading volumes has dropped to 51% by May 6th from 73% on March 22nd, just before the popular promotion was largely scrapped. Hobby hit 10% from 2%, while OKX hit 9% from 5%. According to the Geico figures, South Korean platforms increased their share to nearly 14% from just under 8%. The upheaval may present another challenge for Binance founder Changpeng Zhao. His company is facing increased regulatory scrutiny, particularly in the United States. The US crackdown has caused users to be concerned about the safety of their funds, which is why they are diversifying into other centralized exchanges, according to Sisi Lu, founder of Venlink Partners, a blockchain advisor. The amount of ETH on crypto exchanges continues to fall, and it is now at its lowest point since public trading began nearly a decade ago. However, the price of second largest cryptocurrency has continued to fall, reaching a new 6-week low. In late March, Crypto Potato reported that the Ethereum supply held on exchanges had fallen to just 10.31%. Investors appear to have continued withdrawing their ETH portions from trading platforms, as Sentiment reported that the percentage has dropped to 10.1%. According to the analytics resource, this is the lowest figure since the asset's initial public offering in 2015. That's all in this bulletin for now. This is me, Ruchi Sharma, signing off. For more such stories, please log on to our website www.freeversetv.io or scan the QR code.
मैं जानती थी कि आपको हमारा ये बूट कैंप पसंद आया ही होगा. Well, we are now bringing you the second edition of boot camp from Monday onwards that will be on Ethereum development. And there's a surprise element in store for you there too. At the end of every session, we will ask you one question, and on Friday, we will announce the top 5 winners who will get exciting prizes. So please join us from Monday, and for more details, log on to our website www.3university.io. Hello and welcome to 3Dodo TV. I am Vishakha Thakur, and in today's special segment, we will discuss the shift in the stablecoin market share due to recent US banking crisis. Crypto investors are fleeing Circle's USD coin, stablecoin, with many of them switching to Tether, which has reached a 22-month high in market share. USDC token net outflows have surpassed $10 billion since March 10, when regulators shuttered key reserve banking partner Silicon Valley Bank. US payments firm Circle has weathered SVB's collapse, and USDC has re-established the dollar price peg it lost in the immediate aftermath, but the token has still dropped 23% from its one-time $43 billion market capitalization, according to crypto price tracker CoinGecko. USDC's plunge comes as the stablecoin sector has been severely tested by banking sector uncertainties and increasing regulatory scrutiny. Binance's BUSD token has also plummeted, among other stablecoins. USDC remains the second largest stablecoin with a market capitalization of $33 billion. Outflows surged starting March 10 as SVB imploded, locking $3.3 billion of cash reserve deposit in its vaults for days until government intervention. The event tossed the stablecoin market into turmoil as USDC and smaller stablecoins lost their price peg temporarily, and also highlighted how fiat-backed stablecoins rely on the soundness of traditional financial systems. Over the past week, investors have redeemed $1.5 billion more USDC than new issuance, including bankrupt crypto broker Voyager, which redeemed $150 million on Tuesday. As USDC pegs its price at $1, a decreased token supply means investors have exchanged USDC tokens for US dollars. The result is net outflows. Most investors seem to have fled to Tether's USDT, the largest stablecoin in the market, boosting its dominance to its highest level since May 2021. The $132 billion stablecoin market has been in the middle of a major reshuffling since February, when New York regulators told stablecoin issuer Paxos to stop minting Binance USD, the third largest stablecoin. BUSD supply has tumbled below $8 billion from $16 billion in early February. USDT took advantage of BUSD's retreat and USDC's slump. Since March 10, USDT's market capitalization has grown some $8 billion to $79.5 billion, and it holds a 60% market share among stablecoins, according to DeFi Llama. The last time USDT had such a large share was in May 2021. Well, that's all in today's special segment. We will meet again with more such exciting updates. Till then, keep watching 3.0 TV. Do like, share and subscribe to our channel. Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. I am Vishakha Thakur. Solana Labs, the company behind the Solana blockchain, has resumed shipping pre-ordered crypto-forward smartphone Saga. The devices will go on public sale by first week of next month. Solana wants people to take control of digital world, from social media to cryptocurrencies. The Android smartphone appears a gamble on mobile being imperative to the future of crypto, employees at Solana-focused companies told CoinDesk. It was nearly 10 months ago that Solana first unveiled the radical potential of a cell phone that doubled as a dedicated crypto hardware wallet, and the possibility such a product could hold for its entire ecosystem. The new device from Solana Mobile costs $1,000 and is built on hardware from Bay Area smartphone company OSOM. It has 512 GB of storage, two versatile back camera lenses, a 6.67-inch OLED display, and a fingerprint scanner. It will ship with the latest Android operating system installed. What makes the Saga different, according to Solana, is the Solana Mobile Stack, a lineup of custom add-ons that integrate crypto usefulness into the phone's hardware and software. SMS has ingrained security features to provide for sending, receiving, trading, and storing crypto on the device. Saga's secure element, the hack-resistant part of the smartphone where confidential information lives, is customized with a seed vault that stores a crypto user's private keys. Keeping keys separate from the rest of the phone's data makes them more secure, Solana says. Saga has a custom dApp store that only lists crypto applications. Currently, over 12 applications covering crypto trading, inter-wallet communications, music, and digital collectibles were available for download, with more expected over time. Solana says it won't impose extractive fees on dApp Store apps, a dig at the 30% tax Apple and Google charge on their respective storefronts. Its dApp Store is separated from Android's Google Play. Solana is venturing into a space where other phone makers including HTC, Siren Labs have already failed. The blockchain company is setting an ominous precedent of building a device for and market it to a single crypto ecosystem. That ecosystem has taken a hit since June 2022 when Solana co-founder Anatoly Yakovenko unveiled the saga at a New York City event. That's all in this segment. This is me, Vishakha Thakur, signing off. For more such updates, keep watching 3.0 TV. Do like, share and subscribe to our channel. Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. I am Vishakha Thakur. Meta suffered a nearly $4 billion loss from its metaverse unit, with Reality Labs in what was otherwise a solid first quarter for the Mark Zuckerberg-led social media empire, which posted a final profit of $5.7 billion. While the $4 billion loss follows a $14 billion loss in 2022, Zuckerberg explained in the earnings report that Reality Labs will likely suffer more losses in the remainder of 2023. We continue to expect Reality Labs' operating losses to increase year over year in 2023, predicted Zuckerberg. The losses suffered by Reality Labs were, however, negated by the firm's developments in its artificial intelligence segment, the firm's CEO says. Our AI work is driving good results across our apps and business. We are also becoming more efficient so we can build better products faster and put ourselves in a stronger position to deliver our long-term vision. While Zuckerberg recently labeled AI as the firm's single largest investment, he said Meta's metaverse ambitions remain a top priority for the firm. Meanwhile, things remain pretty optimistic for the Facebook parent company Meta. The company beat revenue expectations, reporting an increase in year-over-year revenue for the first time in 3 quarters. However, there are some moments of anxiety with the company deciding to eliminate 10,000 jobs this year while trying to live up with the harsh reality. Meta is not expecting Reality Labs to make money yet, but investors have voiced concerns that this hefty investment might not pay off. Mark Zuckerberg was careful to remind investors on Wednesday that Meta is very much invested in the AI arms race underway in the tech industry. Zuckerberg said that AI was a key theme for Meta and added that AI will impact every single one of our apps and services. The company's AI work has already begun to boost its family of apps, including Instagram, which Zuckerberg said saw a 24% boost in the amount of time people spent on it after the company launched AI-powered Reels. I think there's an opportunity to introduce AI agents to billions of people in ways that will be useful and meaningful, Zuckerberg said. Interestingly, Meta is not giving up on Metaverse as yet. Despite the emphasis on artificial intelligence, Zuckerberg said the company is not abandoning its plans for Metaverse. Meta will spend about $30 billion to $33 billion in 2023 to enhance its AI capacity.
That's all in this segment. This is me, Vishakha Thakur, signing off. For more such updates, keep watching 3.0 TV. Do like, share and subscribe to our channel.
बाजीगरो बाजीगर तू है बड़ा जादूगर।
यार ये गाना पॉलीगॉन को काफी सूट करता है। आखिर पॉलीगॉन ने बाजी मार ही ली। Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. I am your host Shikha Singh. Yes, you heard that right. Polygon overtook Hive to become the second most popular gaming chain after Wax, DappRadar recently reported. Now the question is, what prompted the rise of Polygon blockchain? According to DappRadar, the Hunters on-chain game by Boomland is responsible for a large portion of the unique active wallet growth on Polygon, with the UAW increasing more than 17,000 in just the previous 30 days. And why not? After all, this game is so much easy and fun to play. The graphics of this game are quite similar to Minecraft. So when I was bored in lockdown, I missed my friends, which led to me playing Crowd City a little too much. Just kidding you guys, but this game is quite similar to Crowd City, but instead of gathering people, users have to slay the enemies and rank the best among all the other fellow players playing with you. Hunters on Chain is a blockchain-based play-to-earn action-adventure game with its NFT assets and cryptocurrencies, BGEM and Boom. The game is the first game of Boomland Metaverse and will be playable on browsers and also mobile devices. Hunters on Chain has several game modes and NFTs for players to experience. The game is a universe filled with NFT hunters and their prey. The game's main focus is to hunt these creatures in different game modes while training hunters and upgrading them to face more ferocious monsters. Players have to strategize their actions, collect different hunters and pick up fights wisely. The game is quite striking, you guys. The moment I started playing this game, I just couldn't stop myself. Rumors are that I'm still holding my urge to play Hunters on Chain. Anyways, in this game, you get to choose your own ranger, and that too in a different locations like desert, dungeon, forest, etc. Gamers get to choose their hunters. Each hunter has their own damage, hit points, range and attack mode. Each attack mode has a description and each range has levels such as short, medium, long. Hunt is the co-op game mode where 4 hunters compete against each other in the arena. The map of this mode is divided into different biomes and themes with various enemy difficulties. The main goal is to hunt as many monsters as possible before the timer runs out. Players will receive BGEM tokens upon completion of this mode. Another mode is Boss Hunt, which pits 4 hunters against difficult enemies until the final monster boss appears. Players in this mode are ranked based on the performance and earn BGEM tokens, equipment and artifacts based on the amount of damage they deal to the boss. Co-op mode is a 2-player survivor situation in which players must protect the king. The duo will be rewarded in this mode based on the wave they have reached. Duel mode is a PvP mode in which players compete against one another. The BGEM and Boom tokens from the pool will be awarded to the winner of this mode. The Bounty Hunter mode is a PvP Battle Royale game mode in which players are paired with 9 other players. The pool is won by the player with the highest score. Hunters on Chain has various NFT items that can be used to upgrade and create new hunters. Hunter shards are only used to level up hunters in the game. When these shards are used, they are burned and removed from the total supply. Each hunter shard has 2 main attributes, hunter type and rarity. Hunter type shows which hunter can be upgraded with hunter shards. players have to use the same rarity hunter shards to upgrade their hunters. Oh my god, I've been talking so long about the game Hunters on Chain instead of playing it. What's wrong with me? Okay, bye. Tara, see you. I'm going to play the game, kill some monsters and earn some tokens while we meet again with the analysis of a new game. Until then, keep watching 3.0 TV. Do not forget to press the bell icon and share our videos. Do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for more such updates.
With the most awaited Shanghai upgrade in place now on the Ethereum blockchain, the dominant domain of world's 76% NFTs, market observers and key stakeholders are expecting the ripple effect of this historic development to hit the shores of NFT marketplaces, once again bringing the debate of NFT royalties to the forefront. Ethereum hosts 76% of all NFT volume, up 137% to $4.7 billion in Q1 of 2023. NFT market poised to benefit with Bitcoin past the $30,000 mark. NFTs are the aesthetic part of the world of virtual assets. Art, no doubt, holds great value for its creators as well as lovers. But the desired value in terms of royalty is not always what the artists get. Artists often get disheartened by the meager payment of royalties for their creations in which they have poured their hearts and soul. NFT artists are the backbone of the sector, and they require appropriate incentives matching the quality of their work. However, to increase their earnings, NFT marketplaces frequently switch their royalty requirements from being completely free to being optional. The ongoing tussle between leading NFT marketplaces OpenSea and Blur has created an immense interest among NFT artists regarding creator royalties. So let's understand what NFT royalties are and the issues concerning them. NFT royalties are a cornerstone of Web3 innovation which provides recurring and regular earnings to original creators each time an NFT changes hands in secondary sales. It is basically a percentage of the sale price of an NFT that is predefined and paid to the creator or original owner each time their work is resold. Essentially, this feature allows creators to continue profiting from their NFTs even after the initial sale. For projects that generate significant trading volume, these fees can prove to be a substantial source of revenue for the artist. But in the recent emerging trends, the rejection of these fees by NFT traders and most marketplaces has led to drying of revenue. Non-payment or inadequate payment of creator royalty has become a major issue in the NFT marketplace that is forcing the change in policies in regard to royalty fixation. It is found that they are shifting stance time and again. Why don't NFT marketplaces address the issue of creator royalty by evolving a consensus regarding certain standards on creator royalty? Should artists rely on NFT marketplaces to decide the royalty structure? Or should there be a global creator-centric platform which advocates for the rights of creators and artists? To understand the crux of the matter, we have distinguished guests from the space to provide their perspective on the issue. Mr. Srinivas Mahankali, CBO Blockchain Secure Cloud, is of the view that royalties can't be standardized in a decentralized setup.
These sort of rules, standardized rules, etc., are possible to enforce in a centralized world, and where the regulation is common, across all the organizations or all the countries. So, by nature, the blockchain paradigm does not allow for any standard approaches. That is the DNA of blockchain. Fantastic. But then it is for the customers to choose where they want to operate. It is for the creators to choose what platform they want to adopt.
However, Mr. Swapnil Kudle, Chief Strategy Officer, Totality, doesn't deny the fact that there can be set rules for royalties, but feels it won't work.
There is a platform fees, there is the creator fees, and then there is what the ultimate price for the end user. If we give a standard pricing or a standard margin kind of an approach, you will not have all the projects having the same level of traction. That kind of business model works when the product is completely commoditized. And as soon as you bring a creator aspect or an art element to it, that standardization typically goes away. So the business model for these is not typically a cost plus model. There is subjectivity involved in a lot of projects where the name of the artist actually matters, right? Just like any other artist community, be it actors or singers, different artists will bring different value and they may command a much higher premium of creator fees. So a standard approach may work for creators who are currently not able to command a premium, but it will actually push away a lot of artists who are actually premium in the market, who can bring in the crowd, who can bring in the business. For them, it just won't work. So a platform has to do this balancing act where they should get good quality creators as well as ensure there's enough value for the customers from a pricing and value perspective. So I think that dynamic will always be at play, and that standard creator fees I don't think we will see anytime soon at least.
Mr. Logeswaran, blockchain solution architect plugin, has highlighted some more challenges about NFT royalties.
But another challenge here when it comes to royalty here is the interoperability. Like when I sell my NFT in one platform and this NFT gets purchased by a buyer, and the buyer has to sell this NFT to through another platform, right? When this NFT gets moved to another platform, then I lose my royalty.
Fantastic.
At the end of the day. So that's a big challenges for the artist. But of course, it is getting addressed now.
We have heard about what industry experts have to say about following a set standard for royalty. But it's equally important to know what artists and creators feel about it, since it affects them the most.
The whole USP of getting as an individual artist or anyone into the NFT scene is not the cryptocurrency, it's the royalty. So the marketplaces which are trying to get out of that whole idea of royalty, people are going to entertain that. Like, 10% to minimum to like I feel that is to minimum. Because that gives me more freedom as an artist to, survive and if I work harder, then there will be more sales, there will be more trading. I get the more benefit out of it. So it's more of your hard work rather than some X gallery or whichever is trying to capture the whole thing. Although I don't believe galleries will also exist, both of them will coexist, but royalties needs to be there. That's the plus point of whole smart contract, right? If you don't have that, then what's the point of NFT? I might as well go to the route of selling my artwork through galleries.
There are different views of industry experts on the percentage of royalties that can be applicable. Let's see what Mr. Sagar Pratap Joycer, founder Zen Labs, has to say.
So creator royalty is something that has to be imposed. That's what we believe. In any structure or in any, not just in art, but in the other business models as well. When a musician is creating a music, a royalty should be due. So NFT marketplaces should come to a consensus wherein the royalty is not that high. Again, as of now, the artists are charging 10%, 20%. So that's not a feasible option for the person who is buying or selling as well. 10%, 20%, even 5%. So when we have a high ticket value out there, 1% is the minimum that should be due, and it should be a fixed amount that should be given to an artist. That's a bare minimum again. So 5%, 1%, you can come up to a number on that front, but it depends on the ticket size. When we have a lower ticket size, out there the percentage might be more. When we have a ticket size which is much higher, out there we can reduce the percentage to some more.
Creators feel that they are at the mercy of NFT marketplaces for creator royalty. If that is so, can there be a provision of white paper or some contract that ensure royalties for creators?
People who have made a name for themselves will always want a much higher premium, will always value their art irrespective of money. Actually, some people will just refuse to make an art or sell an art at a price which they don't think, or a royalty which they don't think is right. So I think that that is market dynamics at play, and a platform. If a platform tries to standardize it, it will either lose out on the creators if they put the creator margins too low, or they will end up losing a lot of users if they put the creator margin very high and standardize it.
For safeguarding their interest and royalties, what steps can creator take so that they are not dependent on NFT marketplaces for royalties and they are not left stranded in case an NFT marketplace decides to shut operations all of a sudden, similar to what happened to WazirX?
Honestly, really feel that people should have their own smart contract where they're not bound to what any particular a platform is enforcing it to. Like, for example, if you have your own smart contract, then it's very difficult for someone to enforce the royalty. It will always enforce what's always written on the smart contract. But I mean, for example, there are some NFTs which have at one point had blocked OpenSea, saying that my trading is not, I'm not going to allow this platform to trade my NFTs. Which all of these are possibilities. Because they were not giving the royalties and stuff like that. So if people are not agreeing with it, they'll block the they'll block the whole platform. So it's not going to be the way where people dictated how. So right now people are going to dictate. Mainly the community is going to dictate how things work rather than a platform coming and trying to dictate the whole thing. It's little shift of power, which is people, as a creator, everyone likes it. So yeah.
I think the content creators need to be prudent and sort of careful about choosing which marketplace they would like to put their content on, and also ensure that the smart contracts that are executed are very clearly indicative of what royalty payments would follow. And in case such are not followed, then they either correspond and liaise with the marketplace, and if nothing works out, then perhaps either switch to another marketplace and or at the same time also try and file complaints to the overarching bodies, because at the end of the day the marketplaces are still within the jurisdictions of the respective courts in the respective country, and therefore complaints or suits for misrepresentation or for non-payment of appropriate or decided royalties can still be filed there.
We now hope that the plight of NFT creators has reached the right corners and NFT marketplaces do allocate them a fair share in royalties in the days to come. Let's also look forward to a standard protocol or contract that will determine fairness in trade and work for all stakeholders in no uncertain terms. That's all in this special story. This is me, Ruchi Sharma, signing off. Do like, share and subscribe to 3.0 and have a great day. Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. I am your host Ruchi Sharma. It may seem slow and steady, but the digital currency is catching traction in the country with more corporates embracing it. Latest to join the list is Reliance General Insurance. In fact, the private insurer has become the first general insurance company in India to accept the Reserve Bank of India's central bank digital currency, e-rupee, for premium payment. Reliance General Insurance has tied up with Yes Bank to facilitate the collection of premiums in the digital mode using the bank's e-rupee platform, a statement said. Customers who have an active e-wallet with any bank can scan Reliance General Insurance e-rupee QR code to make immediate payment. With this pioneering launch, the company is presenting its customers with an easy, safe, instant and green payment solution and taking its promise of providing excellent customer experience to the next level. E-rupee is a digital token that is equivalent to a banknote, that is legal tender, and is a sovereign currency backed by the RBI, it noted. Being digital, e-rupee removes all the issues of handling physical cash and offers the same anonymity as a banknote, it said. Moreover, it said since all e-rupee transactions are done through an RBI regulated entity, it reduces banknote related risk like anti-money laundering, the counterfeit of currency, etc. Reliance General Insurance is enabling its customers to hedge such risk by providing e-rupee as a form of digital currency transaction option, thereby promoting safe financial transactions, it said. It may be recalled India launched e-rupee last November in wholesale segment or interbank transactions, while the digital currency for retail segment followed next month. Well, that's it in today's special segment. We will meet again. Till then, keep watching 3.2 TV.
Assalamu alaikum gamers, kaifal hal? Don't be surprised, I know a lot of languages and Arabic is just one of them. Why am I talking in Arabic? Because Saudi Arabia has opened its door for web-free gaming as a part of their plan to diverge away from the energy-based economy. It appears that Saudi Arabia is taking control of the web-free space, of course after Asia. The largest economy in the Arab world, Saudi Arabia is expected to experience a 250% growth in the gaming sector by 2030. Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. I am your host Shikha Singh. Saudi Arabia's Ministry of Investment has signed an initial agreement with South Korean video game developer WeMade to promote the development of the kingdom's gaming and blockchain industries. For all you noobs who forgot, WeMade Company Limited is a South Korean video game developer. They developed Legend of Me 2, Legend of Me 3, Master of Fantasy and Changchun. Founded in 2000, WeMade is behind the blockchain gaming platform WeMix and the Legend of Me series video games that have attracted millions of users globally. WeMade signed the agreement after attending the Saudi Korea Investment Forum in Seoul in November, where it met with Saudi Investment Minister Khalid Al Falih and other Saudi officials. According to a recent Your Government study, the gaming industry in Saudi Arabia, the Arab world's largest economy, is set to grow by 250% by 2030, with esports leading the way. According to the London-based market research firm, the growth would mean that its contribution to Saudi Arabia's GDP would have increased roughly 50 times by 2030 compared to 2022. The kingdom's gaming industry received $488 million in new funding in February. The Saudi Esports Federation, the National Development Fund, and the Social Development Bank provided funding. WeMade, based in Seoul, opened its Middle East headquarters in Abu Dhabi in January to focus on the region. This month, Savvy Games announced to buy California-based game developer and publisher Scopely for $4.9 billion. $4.9 billion. इसमें तो सच में मेरा घर चला जाएगा. Moving on, Savvy Games Group, a wholly owned subsidiary of Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, announced it had agreed to acquire Scopely, a California-based mobile-first game maker, for $4.9 billion. Scopely's capabilities, infrastructure, and technology will be brought under Savvy's wing as part of this development. Furthermore, Scopely will benefit financially to help it grow, expand its target audience, and collaborate with industry leaders and players. This acquisition will also build on Scopely's cross-platform approach to extend its live services expertise to new segments like PC console and other genres of gameplay, according to the press release. Gaming consumption in the Saudi Kingdom is projected to hit $6.8 billion by 2030, growing at a compound annual rate of 22%, the Boston Consulting Group said in a recent report. Somewhere dawn, somewhere dusk. Looks like FTX's bankruptcy's ripple over just hasn't ended. FTX की तो एक ही थ्योरी है, हम तो डूबेंगे सनम, साथ ही साथ तुम्हें भी ले डूबेंगे. The aftermath of FTX's bankruptcy continues to reverberate throughout the crypto world, including the various firms that now defunct exchange acquired prior to its demise. Storybook Brawl, a Web3 video game purchased by FTX only 13 months ago, has now been added to its list of casualties. Good Luck Games, the creators of Storybook Brawl, have announced that the competitive card game will be shut down in a matter of days after apparently struggling to find a new way forward after its parent company went bankrupt. We have explored different options and unfortunately there is no path forward. We'll be shutting down the servers on May 1st, the game's Twitter account wrote Tuesday. Please enjoy SBB until then. Thanks for all the memories. Storybook Brawl, as a small indie game, had only moderate success while it was live. According to StreamChart's data, the game's all-time concurrent player count on PC gaming platform Steam peaked at 2,770 in September 2021, 6 months before FTX acquired it. Following the acquisition, the total number of players in Storybook Brawl steadily decreased. That's unsurprising given the amount of backlash and review bombing the game received following the FTX deal. After FTX purchased the game, some players vowed to uninstall it right away. Others were irritated by messages indicating that Storybook's developers were looking into non-cosmetic ways to integrate NFTs. The game's average player count dropped to 59% from 817 average players in February 2022, before the FTX acquisition, to about 331 average players in the past month. It's time we bid a goodbye to Storybook Brawl. Fortunately for you, we will keep meeting you and bring you more terrific news in the GameFi space. Until then, keep watching 3.0 TV and do like and share and subscribe to our channel. Do press the bell icon for more such updates. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. I am Vishakha Thakur. Securities Exchange Commission Chairman Gary Gensler will be forced to answer tough questions for his biased views on cryptocurrencies or virtual digital assets. He is facing ire from the lawmaker as well as colleagues for crypto overreach. Warren Davidson, the US congressman, tweeted about introducing legislation to have SEC boss Gary Gensler removed from his role. Reacting to Coinbase's legal chief Paul Grewal, the crypto-friendly congressman on April 15th announced his intention to have Gensler removed from his role after the SEC's latest announcement about revisiting the proposed redefinition of an exchange. To correct a long series of abuses, I am introducing legislation that removes the chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission and replaces the role with an executive director that reports to the board, Davidson tweeted. SEC is planning to bring amendments in the interest of investors and markets by bringing certain brokers under additional regulatory scrutiny, as well as modernizing rules that define an exchange. Similar amendments were proposed in January 2022. At the time, crypto advocacy groups suggested it was an overreach of the SEC's authority that could jeopardize participation in the space. SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce, known as Crypto Mom for her pro-crypto positions, criticized the new proposed rule amendments in an April 14 statement declaring stagnation, centralization, expatriation and extension are the watchwords of the latest move by SEC. Gensler has been very vocal about getting tough on crypto. On Friday, Gary revealed he is not leaving out the industry's most complex space, DeFi. SEC said last Friday that it would revisit plans to change the definition of what is considered an exchange. This would include DeFi or decentralized finance protocols like decentralized exchanges. The announcement said that the body was revisiting a rule first proposed last year, but will contain language to target the digital asset world too. Peirce further criticized the Commission's plan as overly broad and said its ambiguity undermines fundamental First Amendment protections. That's all in this segment. This is me, Vishakha Thakur, signing off. For more such updates, keep watching 3.0 TV. Do like, share and subscribe to our channel. Want to be a part of emerging technology like blockchain and become a billionaire like Vitalik Buterin? Come join us and be a part of a 5-day bootcamp with 3.0 University. Witness a high engagement learning experience with real-world blockchain applications in rapidly evolving banking, fintech and much more. For more details, follow 3.0 University. मैं जानती थी कि आपको हमारा ये बूट कैंप पसंद आया ही होगा. Well, we are now bringing you the second edition of boot camp from Monday onwards that will be on Ethereum development. And there's a surprise element in store for you there too. At the end of every session, we will ask you one question, and on Friday, we will announce the top 5 winners who will get exciting prizes. So please join us from Monday, and for more details, log on to our website www.3university.io.
Hello and a very warm welcome. I am Ruchi Sharma. Bitcoin has plunged more than 10% over the past 7 days to a 2-month low just above $26,000, alongside a sizable reversal in the previous red-hot meme coin sector. Bitcoin's high for the week came on Wednesday morning when it rose to $28,300 following softer than expected CPI data on Wednesday. Ether was also lower for the week, though it did outperform Bitcoin by a bit. It's currently at $1,800 versus its weekly high of $2,020 touched last Saturday. Helping to sour the mood in Bitcoin were tumbling prices for some meme coins, notably Pepe Coin, which is now lower by more than 60% over the past week of trade. The new token based on Pepe the Frog debuted on April and quickly rose to more than $1 billion valuation. That's now been trimmed to roughly $560 million. Other meme coin decliners include Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, each of which lost about 11% over the last days. On Thursday, Neutron became the first Cosmos blockchain to use replicated security. Replicated securities allow blockchains in the Cosmos ecosystem to rely on the Cosmos Hub's validator set for security. Instead of the blockchain maintaining its own security via a network of validators, this is how it works. Blockchain in the Cosmos ecosystem can exist and achieve their goals, typically focusing on providing one type of service or application in a cost-effective manner by relying on Cosmos Hub. Neutron is a platform for issuing smart contracts via Cosmos, a computational environment in the Cosmos ecosystem. Neutron intends to provide cross-chain smart contracts application for the Cosmos ecosystem by collaborating closely with the Cosmos Hub and benefiting from its high security. The Neutron team said that replicated security will bring more value to the Cosmos Hub and enable the development of complex and diverse applications for Atom, the native asset of the Hub. According to a May 11th announcement for the Metal blockchain team, the Federal Reserve's upcoming instant payment service FedNow will be connected to Metal blockchain. According to the announcement, the integration will allow Metal users to instantly convert funds to stablecoin and back using FedNow's send-receive function. FedNow is a payment system developed by the Federal Reserve of the United States. It enables round-the-clock near-instant payments between banks. Currently, US residents can only make domestic instant payments using third-party apps such as PayPal and Venmo or crypto wallets. The Federal Reserve has stated that the new service will be available in July. Metal blockchain is a crypto network developed by Metallicus based on a fork of Avalanche's code. It was created to offer compliance-friendly options for decentralized finance developers. The Chinese government has established the National Blockchain Technology Innovation Center in Beijing to foster blockchain technology research. The Chinese government intends to support the development of breakthroughs in blockchain technology by establishing this research center, which was first announced in February. However, the country continues to maintain a nationwide ban on cryptocurrencies. The research center, according to kitco.com, will collaborate with local universities, think tanks, and blockchain businesses. To achieve its objectives, the institution intends to train more than 500,000 blockchains and DLT specialists. The Beijing Academy of Blockchain and Edge Computing will run the center, which developed the chainmaker